Sorry about that, Mikey. Sorry about that. Once again, I hit the start streaming button on OBS. Thank you for saying something, but once again, I hit the start streaming button on OBS and it didn't go live on YouTube, even though it does that half the time. But yeah. Thanks for letting me know. I was here. I just didn't hit the go live button. Okay, so yeah, obviously none of y'all saw anything that I was just doing right there. Obviously, none of y'all heard my analysis there. So, basically, yikes from the defense on that first drive. That is not the way you want to see the defense start a drive. That was bad. That was really bad, man. All right. Yep, according to... I just checked YouTube. I should have done that to begin with. I know better now. I should be checking YouTube anyway. But, yep, thanks, buddy. Appreciate you catching that. Like, we missed the first drive. Sorry about that. But I was here. And I was recording the whole time too. Like, so I mean, I can throw that up too. Like after the game, you can see my impression of the first drive. Not exactly a positive one. Not exactly a positive one because man, that defense. Oh boy, they just. I don't know what they're like. They just cannot tackle today. Like. Again, first drive, it's not the end of the world, but they look like the Seahawks just they're able to do whatever they want out there right now. That cannot be allowed to continue. But as I was also saying, and I think before Mikey let me know that I wasn't live, I was saying also like, hey, offense comes out here, get something going, get a touchdown, get a hot start on offense, and that'll be one way to get going. Because right now, if the offense doesn't get going, you're going to be fighting from behind all game. All right, so that one's going to be so it looks like there's some wind actually blowing right. This one's actually going to be returned. Nice. And he gets loose. Oh, not quite, though. Travion Williams gets it down to the 32. Almost broke it, but couldn't quite get to the edge enough. Almost broke it for a return, though. He did. He almost. I shouldn't have said he got loose. He didn't quite get loose. But from the angle they had it coming, they had the return on an end zone angle. I don't know what the camera operator was doing there. But it looked like he might have gotten loose, and then you saw at the end he did get brought down. But still, starting from the 32, that's not bad. Ooh, there's a Seahawks player down. Who is that? Julian Love, safety. Starter, I believe, so not sure what he's doing in on the special teams unit, but he walks off, though. Looks like he's all right. Shake it off type of energy, So Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals offense are going to come out. Let's see if they can get anything done. He's going to start in shotgun formation with Joe Mixon to his left and two receivers on each side. No tight end on this play. Nope, there's Irv Smith, and he does motion inside. Joe Mixon's going to take the handoff. Nice little hole. Picks up about 6, maybe in 5. You said Saints 24-21 in overtime. Who are they playing? I haven't even really checked the rest of the board yet. Check out the scoreboard. All right, anyway, 2nd and 5, Joe Burrow's in shotgun formation. And he's going to take the snap. It's going to be a fake handoff. Throws it to Jamar Chase, but immediate pressure, a blitz, actually, from the Seahawks gets in the way of the ball, and it's going to be 3rd and 5. So, come on, Bengals. Don't come out here and give me a 3 and out, man. You can't we can't be doing that. Cannot be doing that. All right, so the Saints are playing the Texans. Well, I would think you'd beat the Texans, but Texans have been a little bit better this year than we thought they were going to be, so who knows. All right, shotgun formation on 3rd and 5 from the 35. 35 and a quarter or so. All right, snap. Joe Burrow throws short to Joe Mixon, who is going to pick up the first down. There we go. Don't lay down and die. That was a nice stiff arm. It was more like a stiff elbow from Joe Mixon to, not get tackled there. Didn't really do anything, but it was, definitely cool to see him, with the tough running there. Nice, quick. It looked like a check down, but it was most likely an intended play. All right, it's going to be 1st and 10 now from the 41. Come on, let's keep this drive going, offense. Joe Burrow, shotgun snap, hands the ball off to Joe Mixon. He finds a little hole, about 3 yards, maybe 4 yards, depending on where they're spotted. So, I mean, nice little play on 1st down, but nothing spectacular. Derek Carr going to have a day. Well, all right. Don't know where David is, so I'm here. Who's David? Is that the is that the guy from like that you do your Sing streaming with? Joe Burrow shotgun snap throws caught Irv Smith, about a 4-yard pickup. So it's going to be 3rd and 3. So you'd like to see a little bit more explosion there on these plays, but you know, like Hank Stram always said, just matriculate the ball down the field, you'll be okay. Just keep matriculating the ball down the field, boys. Look at that old clip. All right. 3rd and 2. Joe Burrow. Shotgun formation. Joe Mixon's pointing something out going on the defense. Takes the snap. Rolls back. Good protection. Are you fucking kidding me? Joe Mixon drops it. He was wide open for the 1st down, and he just drops it. Are you kidding me, Joe? Dude, come on, Mixon. What a joke. Dude, he was right there. Are you kidding me? Come on, Mixon. I'd imagine they're probably going to punt it here, but you never know. Nope, offense is staying out there. I mean, it is kind of no man's land. I kind of see what they're going for. They had the 1st down. And the Seahawks jumped off sides. Let's go. I hope. Seahawks are calling for a false start, but the Bengals players got excited, so I think the Seahawks jumped. All right, let's see what they call here. Neutral zone infraction. Let's go. 1st down, Bengals. Picking up the 4th down without actually having to take the risk. Let's go. Let's go. Neutral zone infraction on the Seahawks. Keeps that drive going, man. Fresh set of downs. Bengals offense is very slowly but surely moving the ball. What else is going on the scoreboard? Well, we got Colts 3-0 over the Jaguars. You got Commanders 3-0 over the Falcons. I'll get to the rest of those in a second. Joe Burrow shotgun snap on 1st and 10. Rolls back, throws, caught. Tyler Boyd circles around, I believe, is that Bobby Wagner? Yeah, that's Bobby Wagner. So he gets out of range of Bobby Wagner, picks up like 9 yards. Good play by Tyler Boyd there. That was a very good play by Tyler Boyd there. Vikings up 3-0 on the Bears. 49ers up 7-0 on the Browns. It'll be well more than that by the end of... P.J. Walker already has an interception. That sucks. Panthers up 7-0 on the Dolphins. That's not going to stay that way, but... Wouldn't that be something the Panthers beat the Dolphins? That'd be crazy. Joe Burrow takes a shotgun snap and quick fake handoff. Gets it to Jamar Chase, who I believe stays in bounds enough to pick up the 1st down. It's a quick out route to Jamar Chase, and he did get hit, but I think he kept those feet in bounds before he got past the 1st down marker. Gotta love it. Yep, they gave it to him. 1st down Bengals. That's a Cincinnati Bengals 1st down. The Who Dat Center. Yeah, so that's what I meant. The guy that you stream with. I didn't know his name was David. All right. Joe Burrow out of the shotgun formation on 1st and 10. Throws caught by Travion Williams this time. And he gets met, but he still picks up about 4 yards. So, decent little play there. Seahawks look like they're doing a battalion change on 2nd down. CT's in here. He says, "Hooday, let's get this. Let's get this, Bengals." Not really the best look from the defense to begin the game, but you know, offense is doing all right. You know, they're about equal to the Seahawks right now, I'd say. You know, they're moving the ball down the field slowly, but they don't really look like they're encountering that much resistance, right? Kind of like the Bengals, you know, or kind of like the defense. Joe Burrow throws, caught by Tyler Boyd, shakes a man, and I think reaches his hand ahead for the first down. Almost shakes a man, but I think he does get his hand forward for the first down. And they're giving it to him. I don't know if the chain gang is going to come out, but they're signaling first down. Nice little play by Tyler Boyd to keep his legs moving. And he gets on like his back, like he gets on his back and kind of like keeps his butt above the ground and pushes himself forward to pick up that first down. Fantastic play there by Tyler Boyd. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 20. This Bengals offense is moving. This game might be a way higher scoring game than I thought it would be, if this is what we're going to look at all day. Shotgun formation, Joe Burrow throws a quick pass. T. Higgins. We got a T. Higgins sighting, folks. Nice. That's about a 9-yard pickup. They confused me on that play. I think they were like trying to show screen for Jamar Chase, but they threw it to T. Higgins instead, who just had like a wide open lane, picked up 9 yards on the play. I don't think I've ever seen a fake screen before. I mean, I'm sure I've probably seen it, but I've never noticed it, you know? All right, from the 11-yard line, it's 2nd and 1. Joe Burrow is going to fake the handoff. Jamar Chase gets the quick pass, and he's going to pick up the first down. Good. Gets it down to about the 7 or 8 yard line before he gets pushed out of bounds. So, all right, just got one more set of downs. Pick up 9 yards. You're in the end zone, and feeling better after the defense kind of dropped the ball on the first drive. This Bengals offense is looking much better now. I don't know. Maybe it was just a confidence issue. I don't know. Because, I mean, I really genuinely didn't think Joe Burrow looked that much different against the Cardinals. No more than he looked against the Titans. It's just things were actually working. Joe Burrow throws, caught, touchdown, Tyler Boyd. There we go. Bengals on the board. Right down the middle. Bengals are getting to do whatever they want in the passing game right now, and I love it. These two teams look the same right now. The Seahawks and the Bengals look like the same team right now. And frankly, honestly, Bengals beat the Ravens. They had a close game against the Ravens. If the Bengals beat the Ravens, and then one more game, they got destroyed by the Browns and the Titans, so you can't really say anything with either of those games. But I mean, these two teams, if the Bengals beat the Ravens, they're 3-2. So I mean, these two teams really shouldn't be seen as that far off from each other anyway. Kick is up. Money Matt gets the extra point. 7-7. There we go. There we go. Tyler Boyd getting on the board first in the game. Joe Burrow looking all confident and shit. Gotta love it. Got to love it. I know I do. Well, I gotta say, the offense looks like they got it figured out. I mean, I'm not here to tell you that they're completely all the way back just yet. Because, I mean, who knows? Maybe this is something they could always get figured out. There's a lot of things that could happen. But right now, it looks like, between the Cardinals and now a Seahawks team that's actually pretty good, the offense, at the very least, looks a lot better. Defense needs to step it up because they were, kind of up and down against the Cardinals. And then definitely that first drive against the Seahawks was not what you wanted to see. It's I'm not sure what the play calling was there from Lou Anarumo. I'm not some defensive mastermind or anything like that. So, I can't tell you exactly what Lou Anarumo was thinking there and what I would have done differently necessarily. The way that the coverage looked on some of those plays was just you're giving them a wide open lane right here with 5 yards to go. You're preventing the big play, but it's not all about preventing the big play. But then again, that's a big part of Lou Anarumo's defensive psychology. His mentality is make them work for it constantly, and over time you're gonna stop them. And that's based off of the offense doing well. If the offense can do well, that's a fine defensive strategy to have. But it's definitely the kind of thing that, until it actually works, it looks bad. because you're just kind of letting them do whatever they want. I'll tell you one thing, the pass rush has not looked particularly great today. That was a big part of the problem is, Geno Smith was not under a lot of pressure. So maybe we can step that up a little bit. But, I mean, overall, there's a lot, there's not, hasn't looked great from the defense so far. Offense looked like very competent. Like, I wouldn't say like explosive, like this isn't like, the Jamar Chase highlight reel game or anything like that. But the offense looked like they have the weapons and they can do what they're supposed to do. So that's what we're seeing so far. Hopefully the offense can keep this up and the defense can get a few stops throughout the game. And then maybe my 24-17 prediction ends up wrong. But, as long as they win, I guess I don't care. Bengals out here trying to hype up this crowd as the ball goes for a touchback. All right. C.J. Stroud threw his first career interception, but you fumbled. Good God, Mikey. That's terrible. Sucks to suck. Hoo-day, let's go Bengals. Let's go, Derek. Let's go. It's 7-7. Bengals are looking very competitive right now. Defense, but we'll see. It's 1st and 10 from the 25. Geno Smith's going to fake the handoff. Trey Hendrickson getting a decent amount of pressure, and nice play. Cam Taylor-Britt almost let DK Metcalf come down with a bomb from Geno Smith, but at the very last second, he knocks it out of his hands. Very good play not a great play, but very good way to finish that play for Cam Taylor-Britt. Got his hand up, and Metcalf caught the ball anyway, and then, CTB finished it. That's all you can really say. DK Metcalf did catch that ball, but he didn't complete the process of the catch because CTB got his hands on it. Nice. Good play. All right, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Geno Smith's in the shotgun formation. Hands the ball off to Kenneth Walker, and once again, defense doesn't really seem to want to do anything against the run. It's about a 7-yard pickup. Now it's going to be 3rd and 3. Man, this run defense is definitely not. I don't know what's up with the run defense right now. Like, I was actually like in my research for some of my fantasy videos that I do for a client of mine. Actually, Butt Fumble Sports right here. But in my research for the fantasy videos, I realized the Bengals have one of the worst run defenses in the league. And you're seeing it right now. 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3 from the 32. Nice pressure by Cam Sample, and the Bengals hold him. Cam Sample gets the pressure, and then you actually get about 2 or 3 players on Geno Smith before he throws the ball, and then Logan Wilson cleans up. So Geno Smith does get the ball off for a completion, but Logan Wilson cleans it up for no gain, and now it's 4th and 3. Seahawks are going to have to punt. That's what you want to see out of the defense. Some actual tackling. That was the biggest problem in the biggest problem of drive 1 was that nobody could tackle. But Logan Wilson, with great tackling on that play, wraps him up, and it's 4th and 3 now. And the Seahawks are going to punt this ball. Unless they try something absolutely mind-boggling. Nope, punts away. All right, and it's going to be returned from the 25 down to the 26. He just gets eaten immediately. I don't know why I was going to say I don't know why he didn't fair catch it, but the reason is because it bounced. He probably should have just tried to fair catch it in general. I don't know why he didn't get underneath that ball. But whatever. Trent Irwin on the return. Not the worst. He held on to it. Bengals get the ball to 26. That's fine. Offense does its job. Nobody cares that Trent Irwin got hit immediately. Except Trent Irwin, maybe. He probably cares. All right. Jaguars got points on the board, so they're up 7-3 over the Colts. Falcons are up on the Commanders now, 7-3. Vikings, Bears still got the Vikings up 3-0. 49ers still up 7-0 on the Browns. Although the Browns are about to, I think, punt the ball away. Dustin Hopkins missed a field goal for the Browns. That sucks. Yikes. Panthers up 14-0 on the Dolphins. Damn, go Panthers. Not that I have anything against the Dolphins, really, except for all these idiots who are Tua has always been the better quarterback than Joe Burrow, and it's not close. Are you guys stupid? It's because Joe Burrow had a bad start to the year, and everybody's like, Tua's clearly so much better. Like, Dolphins score 70 points on the Broncos one time, and suddenly Tua was clearly always the better quarterback. Like, I haven't heard anybody say that in a couple weeks now, but people, a lot of Dolphins fans were going crazy with shit like that at one point. Can we both agree, though? Can we all agree that both of them were better picks than Justin Herbert, though? Like, I think actually the quarterbacks got picked not only in the correct order, but by the correct teams. Like LA was the correct place for Justin Herbert to go. Because he needed to kind of, like, think he was going to sit for a minute, and then just kind of, like, get bungled into the starting position, which can only really happen with the Chargers. That's a very Chargers type of thing to do. Tua needed to go to Miami, just because, warm weather environment and, getting all those weapons and stuff. And I think Miami was the correct place. And then Cincinnati's the correct place for Joe Burrow, an Ohio boy, who, really needed, he seems like if he can find motivation, Joe Burrow will be a world beater. And what place to find motivation than Cincinnati, where we're just praying for somebody to do something, So I really honestly think like the Bengals taking Tua wouldn't have been the best place for Tua. Just like, the Chargers taking Joe Burrow wouldn't have been the best place for Joe Burrow. I mean, he probably still would have done well there, but I think all the quarterbacks went to the correct place. Speaking of Joe Burrow, it's shotgun formation. He hands the ball off to Joe Mixon, who plows his way forward, keeps those legs moving for about 5 yards. Let's go. Let us go. Let us keepeth it going. Keep this offense moving. Let's get ahead on this drive. And then stay ahead, and then we have the second half advantage. That's what I want to see. Be a first half team for once. And a second half. Don't stop being a second half team, but do well in the first half. That was a jump by the Seahawks, but they didn't call it. Nope, there's the flag. Jamar Chase going to catch it. It's not going to matter anyway. He gets out of like 2 or 3 tackles. 2 people, but I think 3 tackle attempts, and Bengals are probably just going to wave this play off, or wave this flag off. That's a great play there by Jamar Chase. Picks up like 20 yards there. Damn, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 30, 35, 36, 36-yard play by Jamar Chase on the offsides. That was a free play for the Bengals, and Jamar Chase still goes ham. What was that about him getting locked down? I believe DK Metcalf was talking trash before the game about a lockdown happening on Jamar Chase. Doesn't seem like that's happening right now. I don't even know where he's at with, like, yards on the day already. But, I mean, it's got to be, like, near 100 at this point. Wow, I'm stupid. 37. 37 at the end of the first quarter. But, hey, you know what? That's... He could very easily be over 100 by halftime. That could be a real thing. Tyler Boyd having a good day today, too. 22 yards on 3 catches. And then Joe Mixon's got 11 yards on the 1 catch he's had, plus 11 yards on his 3 carries, averaging 3.7 yards per carry, which is a damn good thing to have. And then averaging 11 yards per catch, but obviously because he's only had 1 catch. So that probably wasn't the smartest thing in the world to say. Joe Burrow, 89 yards and a touchdown with 125.3 quarterback rating. He's only had 2 incomplete passes. He's 10 for 12 on the day. Geno Smith also doing fairly well, but hasn't gotten in the end zone. It was, I believe, Kenneth Walker who had the rushing touchdown. Geno Smith is 6 for 7, so he's completing his passes. He's just not doing it as often as Joe Burrow. Seahawks have 7 rush attempts on the day, whereas the Bengals only have 3. So clearly the Seahawks' perspective right now is we're just going to run the ball. We're just going to keep running the ball. I think their idea is like use the run to set up the pass. But if the Bengals can get ahead, the Seahawks are going to have to pivot and just start throwing the ball more. So Tyler Lockett is the only guy who's really been targeted multiple times so far, but he's caught both of those targets for 15 yards, so he's having a pretty okay day for them so far. But yeah, in general, this game seems to generally be going the Bengals' way, which is not what I thought was going to happen after that first drive, which y'all would know if I had remembered to go live before that drive was over. But we're here now, aren't we? Mikey says we're streaming now. Let's go, Mikey. Let's go. Let's see. I don't think the Bengals and Saints don't play each other this year, do they? I don't think so. Because that'd be kind of cool. Because we played the NFC West, so we don't play the Saints. But you know what you should do next time? Whenever the next time the Bengals and Saints play each other, like you, me, and Who Dat Center should totally go live for that. I think that'd be fun as hell. I think that would be fun as hell. Joe Burrow, shotgun snap. Jamar Chase once again with the big catch. Bowls down to the 15-yard line. That's another 20 yards for your Jamar Chase. Man, he's having a day already. Like I said, he keeps up at this pace. He will be over. He not will be, but might be over 100 before the end of the day. Jamar Chase having a day so far. He's just getting open. Nobody's locking him down. I thought he was going to be locked down, DK Metcalf. What happened? What happened to your boy? Second quarter. Yep. Jesus. I'm having so much fun. Having so much fun so far. I forgot to update it, which I guess is a good problem to have. Joe Mixon gets the handoff. Nothing happening there. He loses about a yard. Maybe 2 yards. I don't know. Yep. Thanks, Derek. Second quarter. This time, it's not because I'm pissed off. It's because I'm having too much fun and I forgot to update. One of these days, I'm going to. One of these days, this channel is going to grow to the point where I'm like making money, and then I'll just pay somebody else to do the like OBS stuff for me, so I can just watch the game, focus on like reacting and producing content rather than like taking care of the technical sides. But that is not today. Joe Burrow shotgun snap. It's caught. Nice. To Chase Brown, who gets to the outside, and he picks up about 8 yards. Chase Brown getting involved in the game. Let's go. That, what was he, the 4th round running back Bengals took? I think so. Chase Brown. 5th round. He was a 5th round. 5th round pick getting involved. Love to see the running backs that aren't Joe Mixon getting involved. Nothing against Joe Mixon, but it's just nice to see, having other options. Speaking of which, he gets the ball, and he plows ahead for a first down. Picks up about 4 yards on 3rd and 2. This Bengals offense is rolling, man. Man, this Bengals offense is rolling. You love to see it. The Seahawks just can't stop them right now. Seahawks can't do anything. Which is what I was complaining about the Bengals on the first defensive drive of the game, but they stopped them on the second drive. The Seahawks offense is yet to stop the Bengals offense. The Seahawks defense is yet to stop the Bengals offense. Knock on wood, because obviously you still got like 3 yards to go before the end zone. But it is 1st and goal, so you got 3 attempts at it. Joe Burrow shotgun snap, and he's going to fake a really weird-looking fake handoff, and he's just going to dance around in the backfield. There's a flag, and it's caught for a touchdown by Andre Yoshivas, but there is a flag on the play, so I'm thinking there's probably holding. Joe Burrow doesn't look happy about it. Or no, now they look pretty happy. I don't know. Was this on the Seahawks? They're celebrating. Is it a touchdown? Holding on the defense, let's go! Bengals touchdown! Yoshi getting in the end zone. There we go! That guy was a 6th round pick. You love to see it. Yoshi getting in the end zone. That's another Bengals touchdown, baby. Oh, this offense is back. This is the Bengals offense that we have missed for so long. Oh, Yoshi. I don't remember what sound Yoshi made. Money Mac with the field goal. What noise does Yoshi make? I forget. We're going to look it up, too. Get on YouTube, look up the Yoshi noise. Got my phone on Do Not Disturb because I'm not trying to get in the way of the game. Or the stream, rather. Not trying not to screw up the audio. All right. So every time Andre Yoshivas, hopefully, well, I'd take that back. Hopefully Yoshi gets like 6 billion more touchdowns today. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to clip out Yoshi's voice just doing like, yeah, we're gonna have that clip every time Yoshi scores a touchdown, except today. Although I can just play it on my phone, I guess. But going forward, every time Yoshi scores a touchdown, we're going to get one of the noises. Probably not the same noise every time, especially in this game. But it's going to be Yoshi. Let's go. I don't think he makes that noise. I don't know. It's been years since I played Mario. I wasn't much of a Nintendo kid growing up. Like, I played Mario when I was little. You know, back when like Mario was like the thing. Like back when Mario ruled the world. Kind of like, I don't know, Call of Duty rules the world today. But this Call of Duty, I don't know. Like, who's like the big like franchise right now that's like the video game franchise that's just like dominating the market in 2023? Not one video game, but like a video game series that's just been dominant forever. Obviously, and don't say Skyrim or the Elder Scrolls, because all you've had is because Oblivion was not that popular. You know, I played Oblivion when I was growing up. Great game, loved it, and I was super pumped when I saw Skyrim was coming out because I'm like, we're getting the sequel, let's go. Also, didn't realize that Oblivion was like the 4th game in the series. Yeah, you can't really call like the Elder Scrolls like, you know, a like dominant franchise right now, because the only game they've released in the last 12 years is Skyrim, and I know they've released it like 15 times, but still. See that right there is why I put it on Do Not Disturb. Y'all don't need to hear my notifications. Well, that was my dad. So let's get a cameo from, well, not a cameo, but like a. My dad says, touchdowns on first 2 drives, hooday. Nice to see Yoshivas get one. Now the defense needs to hold up. That's right, Dad. You are right about that. Let's go defense. 14-7 Bengals. Get some defense out here. Stop them. Maybe we can get up, you know, get another offensive touchdown, and we're going to be in control of this game. Bengals do a really good job of stopping the return on the kickoff there. Only gets it out to about the 21-yard line before the Bengals just pile on top of him. Bengals doing a very good job to start this game. I'm not used to seeing the Bengals get out to hot starts, but they're doing it today. Okay, so if the Bengals, like, I know I haven't been keeping up with my power ranking series, and I apologize for that. I partially apologize to myself, because part of the reason I started this YouTube channel was because, like, I love power rankings, and I always kind of wanted to run my own column. Haven't really had time to do it this year, but, I mean, are the Bengals back in the top 10 if they, like, dominate the Seahawks? I think they are. Nice! And speaking of domination, the Bengals aren't totally able to bring Zach Charbonnet down in the backfield, but they only let him pick up, like, 2 yards while they're swarming him. Man, this team is playing with some confidence right now, and I love it. Joe Burrow's got that compression sleeve on his leg, but I think it's just a preventative thing right now because he looks fine out there. I think he's just trying to keep his legs safe because he doesn't want to go back to week 1. God, that was terrible. 2nd and 8 for the Seahawks. Gonna be 2nd and 8. Geno Smith is in the pistol formation. Gonna take the snap. What on earth? Was that like a false start? Looked like Mike Hilton got a start on the play. They are calling false start. So Mike Hilton was blitzing free on the end, and looks like a Seahawks guy jumped. So Phil Haynes. So you got. I know this game's in Seattle, but you got false starts basically just created by confusion right now. Mike Hilton basically made Haynes jump right there. So it's gonna be 2nd and 13 now. Bengals are in their head. I love this. Oh, no, I'm sorry. This game's in Cincinnati. What am I saying? Wait a minute. Is this game in Cincinnati? Hold on. Geno Smith, shotgun snap, throws, caught. Tyler Lockett. And the Bengals are acting like that's a fumble, but it's not. But still good play by Jermaine Pratt to hold him to 7 yards. Is this game in Cincinnati? Am I just stupid? This game's in Cincinnati, y'all. Dude, I thought the Bengals were in Seattle this whole time. Hold on, I gotta change this up now. God damn it. All right. Bear with me for a second. I've got to. I got to change things up. Geno Smith takes the shotgun snap on 3rd and 7. He throws short, but the Bengals just let him get a first down there. So that was a bad play. All right. So the description is updated, and now I just need to change the... I wonder if it'll let me... I wonder if it'll let me, like, bring this up in Photoshop. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Seahawks from the 36-yard line. Geno Smith rolling back, looking like he's wanting to throw. Can't find anywhere to go with it. Eventually just dumps it off short. And Zach Charbonnet gets about a 4-yard pickup because he was just wide open on the side there. There's a flag on the play, though. What's the flag? Sorry, I know this isn't the most engaging thing, but I got to try to multitask here. What is the flag? Personal foul on the offense. All right, that's going to back him up again. Unnecessary roughness on the Seahawks. Let's go. All right. Oh, no, yeah, he just completely, like, he for no reason just throws Cam Taylor-Britt to the ground. Just like unnecessarily. I think he was trying to make a block, but it looks like the play was over, so that's probably why the unnecessary roughness. That's just an unnecessary play, sir. All right. This is going to look weird for a minute, guys, I know, but bear with me. All right, so 2nd and 21 now for the Seahawks. From the 25, Geno Smith takes the snap. He's going to throw deep, and it's caught by Tyler Lockett. About a 30-yard pickup because nobody was covering him. He just got loose on the end there. God damn it. All right. Cheeto Awuzie just gets burned on that one. That's rough. You don't want to see that, man. Can't be doing that on 2nd and 21, man. Like, come on. All right, well, Seahawks are going to have the ball 1st and 10. Geno Smith fakes the handoff, rolling around, a lot of pressure, and he just dumps it off to the ground. I almost want to say that could be intentional grounding, but I don't think they're going to call it. All right, well, it's going to be 2nd and 10. Defense is playing well, but they're also getting exploited in certain situations. Come on. If you put the clamps down, you can really take control of this game, man. Like, you got the opportunity to really put the hurting on them right now. All right. All right, so the thing disappeared. Sorry. I'll bring it back up here in a second. Geno Smith, shotgun formation, gives the handoff to Kenneth Walker. Bengals do a great job of bringing him down there. So it's going to be 3rd and maybe 11. I think he might have lost yards on that play. Okay, where is game overlay? There we go. Okay, so we got everything reversed now, but let me go ahead and move that stuff around. I know this is weird looking, guys, but this is the way I got to do it because it's the one downside is it's a little complicated to do things this way, but at least it gives you more freedom than StreamYard gives you. All right, Geno Smith takes the snap. He's looking to throw, and great pressure. Bengals sack him. Let's go. They don't really take many yards off the board, but that's fine because that's going to keep them out of field goal range. And so it's going to be 4th and 11, and the Seahawks are going to have to do something here. Most likely punt, I would imagine. That's going to be from the 45-yard line. So, yeah, this is going to be a punt. Like, unless the Seahawks are crazy, this is a punt. All right. I think I've got that right now. I I think that looks right. If it looks weird, let me know. But we got that fixed now. All right. Yep, the Seahawks are going to punt. So the Bengals are probably going to end up with crap field position here. But hey, we get the ball back. And the offense looks like very slow but unstoppable right now. So punt is away. And that is going to be bouncing. Actually takes a Bengals-friendly bounce. So it's going to be recovered about the 12-yard line. 13-yard line, actually. And so it's not going to be ideal field position by any means, but that could have been a lot worse. So I'm going to go ahead and say that that was not the best punt in the world by the Seahawks punter. I mean, obviously it wasn't a horrendous one. It would have been worse to have it go for a touchback, but, that definitely, I think he was hoping to get a little bit more than to the 13. Helped that it took a Bengals-friendly bounce there. Okay, and that is Michael Dixon, the punter there. Again, not a horrendous punt by any means, but definitely I don't think that's quite what he was going for. I think he was probably hoping to pin the Bengals within the 10 with field position like that. Like, the thing is, when you have field position like that and you get a touchback, it's a disaster. But if you don't get them within the 5-yard line from that position, you don't feel good coming away. I mean, you don't feel good punting anyway, but you definitely feel a little worse when you have prime position like that, and you're not even really backing them up. You're just giving them longer field to go. But when you can't stop the opposing offense, does it really matter? I don't think it really matters. Like I really don't think it matters all that much what your Why did my brain just stop? I really don't think it matters that much. How many yards the opposing team has to go when they're just kind of doing whatever they want right now. Like, now don't get me wrong, the Bengals aren't doing whatever they want because the Bengals want big explosive plays. But they're also very capable and they have the personnel to go on long sustained drives. That's been the frustrating part of this year so far is the offense has the personnel to go on these long sustained drives and yet they're just getting 3 and out all the time. That's been why it's been so frustrating this year. But if the Bengals can hold on to what they're doing right now, then they can come away from this game 3-3, heading into the 49ers game. And who knows, maybe they can pull an upset on the 49ers. And if they do, if the Bengals pull an upset over the 49ers, they can go into the bye 4-3. And depending on what's going on in the AFC North, they might be in prime position to take control of the division. I mean, I don't know. Like, it's going to be something, I'll tell you that. Who's on bye this week? So the Steelers are on bye. Ravens already beat the Titans. Oh, that was this morning. Meh. Not that I expected much out of the Titans, but Ravens beat the Titans this morning. And then Browns playing the 49ers, so 49ers most likely going to win that game. Steelers on bye. Joe Burrow, shotgun snap, rolls back, throws, and it's caught once again by Jamar Chase for about a 7-yard pickup. Bengals get the ball down to the 20-yard line. So 5 more yards, and you're already at where a touchback would be anyway. So this is what I'm saying. The Bengals can just kind of move the ball, not anywhere they want to move it, but they can move it kind of unopposed. The Bengals are moving the ball largely unopposed right now. So that's ultimately what really kind of matters. Joe Burrow gives the ball to Joe Mixon, who plows his way forward, does pick up the first down. Not much beyond that, but that's fine. It's a first down. And he's got the ball down to about the 24-yard line now. Bengals getting the ball to the 24-yard line, and so much for that prime punting position, right? You love to see it. You love to see it. 1st and 10 for the Bengals offense. 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Joe Burrow, empty backfield for him. He's got 5 receivers out wide. That's pretty much it. Takes the snap. Rolls back, good pocket. Tyler Boyd gets the catch and gets it down to about the 29-yard line. I'm going to say. About a 5-yard pickup. Good to see. Good play there. Good play there. This is a fun game to watch. I like this game. The one where it feels like the Bengals are in control. Yeah. It's been a minute. Now, I mean, don't get me wrong. The Bengals felt very in control of that Cardinals game for much of the game, but it it was a different kind of control, you know. It was definitely a different kind of control last week. So there's going to be a quick pass out to Tyler Boyd, I think, there, but he doesn't pick up anything, so it's going to be 3rd and 5. All right. Third and 5. Hopefully the Bengals, let's convert this play here from the 29.5. So I think they pick it about a half yard. But yeah, from the 29.5 or so yard line. They're actually calling it a 1 yard gain. So it's going to be 3rd and 4 now. Joe Burrow takes a shotgun snap. Good protection. Throws. Caught by Tyler Boyd, but does not get quite enough for a first down. So the Bengals are going to have to punt for the first time today. That's unfortunate. So yeah, Bengals definitely were not feeling like they were in real full control of that Cardinals game until the second half, right? Because they went into the half only up 17-14. They were losing in the beginning of the game. They were down. Oh no, I'm sorry. They were losing. The Cardinals scored a touchdown in the second quarter, and they were losing for a little bit. But they were never really fully in control of the game until, like, honestly, the fourth quarter. So feeling a little bit better this week, but you don't want to see the offense like getting kicked around like that. All right, nice punt by Brad Robbins. Goes down almost to the 20-yard line. Takes a really Bengals-friendly bounce there. Very good punt there by Brad Robbins, who has not been exactly like an elite punter this year. But part of the issue is like his like average stats haven't looked that great. But the thing is, he was punting a shit ton. So yeah, his average stats are going to look pretty average. But that was a good punt right there. That's what you want to see, especially when the offense has been having a good day. And you don't want to give them momentum when they do finally stop you, right? So it's going to be down about the 20.5, maybe the 21-yard line. All right. Game going in the Bengals' favor so far. You love to see it. You love to see it. Yeah, shame we couldn't get a touchdown on the last drive, but I gotta say, feeling pretty good so far. I mean, there's a lot more. There's a lot more left to do. There's a lot more game to go here. You really need to you need to buckle down. Don't let this offensive stop turn into a slump for the whole team. But defense playing really well. Not so great on that first drive, but outside of that first drive, defense been playing really well. So just keep that up. Keep that up. Joe Burrow is currently. Oh no, I'm sorry. That was the Cardinals game. I was like, he hasn't scored 3 touchdowns. All right, he has scored 2 touchdowns though already. Joe Burrow's 139 yards on the day for 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 132.2 quarterback rating. Joe Mixon, his average yards per carry's gone down a little bit since I was talking earlier. Now it's 3.2. That's not really what you want. But Jamar Chase is still on pace for a really good first half. I mean, he's already got 67 yards on the day. Tyler Boyd having an okay day. Not spectacular, but he's gotten in the end zone. And he's also made some key plays. We had one T. Higgins sighting. Haven't seen a whole lot from him, but that's more of a problem for him than it is for the Bengals, though, because the Bengals have a ton of weapons they can get the ball to. If T. Higgins isn't producing, that's a problem for him because he's in a contract year, If he wants to increase his market value, he needs to get going. Geno Smith's going to fake the handoff from the 21, and Jermaine Pratt's going to pick up that play on the end. It's going to be about a 3-yard pickup to Will Dissly for the Seahawks. About a 3-yard pickup, so it's going to be 2nd and 7. Number 89, Will Dissly. Second and 6, I'm sorry. Second and 6, so the refs gave him a little bit more than I thought they got there, but, I'm also not on the field. I'm seeing it from a TV angle, which, is not the ideal angle to see it from. All right. From the single back formation, Geno Smith's under center. He's motioning JSN to his left, and Kenneth Walker just gets loose. My God. Dax Hill brings him down eventually, but only after he gets to the 45-yard line. Bengals just totally bit on that fake play there. Geno Smith acted like he was going to hand it off to the guy who was running across the side of the field there, and the Bengals just bit on it. And he just slices the Bengals defense up the middle down to the 45. I mean, they got plenty of field to go, but come on, man. Geno Smith takes the shotgun snap. He's going to throw, caught, and, oh, man. Mike Hilton just gets his legs broken or his ankles broken on that play. So what could have been maybe a 1-yard loss turns into a 6-yard gain for the Seahawks. And this is where the defense really needs to kind of clamp down, man. We're at the 2-minute warning now. So you don't want to see the Seahawks get on the board. Although I suppose if you let them get a field goal, you go into halftime with the lead, that's fine. But man, you really, really, really want to stop them here just for the sake of momentum. Because if you can stop them and get off the field, go into halftime with a touchdown lead at the very least, and then you get the ball back, that's a really, really big advantage. But if you let them score here, then that's momentum on their side. You really, really want to avoid giving them momentum. That's not what we're seeing right now, unfortunately. Been a good game so far, but, you don't win a game by playing, you don't win a game by playing 20 minutes of good football. You got to play 60 minutes. Got to play for the full 60 minutes. And I'm not saying I'm oh, it's the end of the world, that they're having a good drive or anything like that, but it's a bad offensive drive followed by a bad defensive drive. And, especially with the first defensive drive of the game, you definitely don't want to get too much into that habit. So definitely need to see them step it up here. Come on, come back from the break and just put it back together, dust yourself off. At least hold them to a field goal. That's all I really ask. I'd really like to see them, just get off the field entirely. But if you can hold them to a field goal, then that's not nothing. You're still going to the halftime with a lead. Offense comes out, has a good drive, then you're feeling all right, Because if you can hold them to a field goal, then you get a field goal of your own, then you're maintaining that touchdown lead, right? It'd be nice if you could have a little bit more than that. Maybe you come out, get a touchdown of your own, and then you got an 11-point lead, and that's definitely, you're definitely feeling pretty good. At that point, it's just about maintaining the game rather than trying to make this big statement. Because once you're up by more than one score, it's really just about making sure that you maintain what you're doing. You don't want to get lax, you don't want to get lazy, you don't want to get too conservative, but you also don't need to really feel like it's not the same as when you're trying to claw back from a deficit. Then again, you also don't want to act like it. You don't want to get too comfortable in your lead either. So you still got to try to push to some extent. From the 49-yard line, Bengals do a great job of snuffing that run out. Kenneth Walker goes nowhere on that. And hey, look, it's Jordan Battle. Wow, maybe we should be giving him more snaps, guys, instead of Nick Scott, who, once again, not had a great game today. Dude, Jordan Battle's really good. I don't understand why, at this point, I get the beginning of the year, but I don't understand at this point why Nick Scott's still starting over Jordan Battle. Or why we're not at least finding more ways to get Jordan Battle in the game. Shotgun snap for Geno Smith. Looks back, throws, middle of the field, caught, DK Metcalf. Nobody's covering him. That's about field goal range. So, the Bengals have done a good job of, taking some time off the clock, but, man, DK Metcalf. Like, can we not let him have a big game, y'all? Okay, so it's almost, not quite there, but almost field goal range. Geno Smith looking around. Some pressure, but he throws it deep, and it's just too high for Tyler Lockett. At least my score pick is realistic. Once again, Jim, I wasn't trying to be realistic with the Cardinals game. That was literally just I had no idea what to pick, and I was like, I don't fucking know. 30-0. Why not? I wasn't really genuinely trying to be realistic. Yeah, so please don't take me too seriously. That was mostly a joke. I didn't really think they were going to win 30-0. Yeah. All right, 2nd and 10. Come on, defense. 57 seconds left in the half. Going to be a handoff to Kenneth Walker, who just falls down. Good play by the Bengals to snuff that out. Almost let him get loose, but they did get him down. 17 for 19 for 141 yards. Good day so far for Burrow. That's damn right. Joe Burrow looking like Joe Burrow again. That's what the moral of the story I've seen so far today is. You know, I'd like to see maybe a little bit more production. Ideally, I'd like to see a little bit more production than 141 yards. But you know, I mean, they're winning. You know, Joe Burrow's thrown 2 touchdown passes, so I'll take that. But like, I mean, I was hoping by the end of the half, I think you're hoping for like, 150 yards at least. But, not that 141's that far off. Just gotta, probably maybe step it up a little bit in the second half, but like I don't know. I don't want to criticize too hard because they're having a good game. Just keep doing this, really. Texans lead the Saints 17-7. I'm sorry, Mikey. Poor guy. Oh, man. All right. Bengals playing real soft coverage here. Geno Smith, shotgun snap, throws deep. Oh! And not deep like he tries to throw it, but he gets hit and the ball's wobbling around, and Mike Hilton almost like resets to go intercept that, but he can't quite get to it. So it's going to be 4th and 11 and most likely a long field goal attempt here for the Seahawks. Man. Dax Hill does a great job of getting that pressure, and Trey Hendrickson doing a pretty good job too. So Geno Smith just has to get rid of it quickly, and pretty much just blew up that play. So great way to stop him at the very kind of tail end there. All right, Jason Myers is going to come out for the field goal attempt, and I want to say 52 yards, 55 yards actually. So the kick is up, and well, it's the right angle, and yep, it's in. All right, well. At least they held him to a field goal. Defense is doing its job. Offense just got to get back to what they were doing before on this next drive. All right, so it is 10-14 with 43 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Maybe the Bengals try to go like down the field and get a field goal because I mean they got 2 timeouts left. And they got like 43 seconds. So, I mean, really, like, I just hope they don't try to, like, hand the ball off, Like, if they, like, I mean, maybe, I don't know, hand the ball off. If you break a big run, then you keep it going. If not, you just let the clock run down. I don't know. But, I mean, you got 3 downs. You're probably not going to turn the ball over. Knock on wood. You're probably not going to turn the ball over. So, like, I mean, I don't know, like, try to do something, and if you don't, it's fine, but you got 43 seconds left and 2 timeouts, so why the hell not try to go answer it with a field goal, If you can get a touchdown, that'd be great, but, field goal would be fine, too. Field goal 6-6 tie between the Bears and Vikings, that sounds about right. Both of those teams are terrible. Just terrible. I know both, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Both teams do suck. But, hey, I do care about what's going on in the rest of the touchdown Browns. Love to see them beat the Niners. Why? I don't want to see the Browns beat the Niners. Like, I mean, I'm not a big Niners fan or anything. I don't like the 49ers, but, like, we're competing with the Browns for the AFC North right now. Like, we don't know what's going to happen. So I want the Browns to lose that game. I don't know about you. Looks like the Dolphins came back. It's 14-14 tied with the Panthers. They got all the momentum right now. Texans 17-7 over the Saints. Poor Saints. 17-7 also the score of Commanders over Falcons. So that's going pretty much in their favor. Jaguars up 14-3 on the Colts. So no Anthony Richardson's probably a big problem. Because I've seen 49ers win 3 Super Bowls. Yeah, well, no, I get it. I don't like the 49ers either because they beat my team twice. Now, granted, that was before I was born. But it wasn't that far before I was born. So I've heard all the stories. And, my dad saw them and bitter against the 49ers and all that. I don't like the 49ers either, but we're not competing with the 49ers right now. So I'd rather see them lose, against teams that aren't teams that we're directly competing against, I root for the 49ers. I root against the 49ers every week except the weeks where it would help us if they won. All right, so it looks like it's going to be a really short kick by the Seahawks, but it does go for a touchback. So the Bengals are going to have 43 seconds, 2 timeouts. I'd be kind of mad if they. Actually, no, they're not. I don't think they're going to try to run the clock out because the Seahawks have all 3 of their timeouts. So you don't want to just go 3 and out and give the ball right back to the Seahawks when they can stop the clock. All right, 1st and 10 from the 25. Joe Burrow shotgun formation, takes the snap, rolls back, throws. Behind Jamar Chase, can't bring it down. Dude, Jamar Chase was open, too. He would have been gone if Joe Burrow had... That was inaccurate. Jamar Chase might have been gone there. Yeah, he was open. Joe Burrow just threw it a little too far behind him. But if that was on target, Jamar Chase might have been gone for a touchdown. Honestly. 2nd and 10. This might be where you run the ball. Nope. It's going to be another pass. Throws, caught, T. Higgins, but no, he drops it. Seahawks falling on it like that was a fumble, but it wasn't even a catch. I thought he caught it, but dude, T. Higgins, I don't know what's up with him, man. T. Higgins just not been... He hasn't looked like T. Higgins, I mean, he's heading into a contract year, and he ain't making any good impressions right now. He's really not making that many good impressions right now. I've seen Bengals fans being like, man, we better trade T. Higgins so we can get a 1st and a 2nd round. Who's going to trade a 1st and 2nd round pick for T. Higgins right now? Especially the way he's playing. He's arguably, but definitely not inarguably, a number 1 wide receiver. Joe Burrow takes the snap, and he's going to get out of a sack, and just making it happen behind the line there. And throws, caught for 2 yards to Drew Sample. 3 yards. I don't know what on earth that was. Joe Burrow getting away from pressure, and that was a really good sign, but he couldn't figure out anything to do with it. So Seahawks take a timeout. They're going to have 21 seconds. So that was the last possible thing that you can do if you're the Bengals. Just go 3 and out and give the Seahawks 20 seconds to go. Man, defense is going to have to step up now. Show that Purdy is human after all. Look, dude, that's fine, but maybe another week we can show that Purdy's human. First of all, Purdy is human. He's way better than any of us expected. But let's not act like Brock Purdy's friggin' Joe Burrow or anything like that. He's not. P.J. Walker's thrown for more yards already today, and he's not like he's had a good game, but he's thrown for more yards. All right, Brad Robbins coming out from the 29-yard line, going to punt the ball away. And he boots it. And that's going to be caught around the 15. And he's going to get up to about the 23-yard line, maybe the 24, before the Bengals bring him down. All right, come on, defense. Come on. Don't... Seahawks have 12 seconds to go. So it actually was a really nice punt because it took 9 seconds for that punt to, finalize. But, all right, 12 seconds. The defense just got to keep them from getting a bunch of, a big play. I think the Seahawks are going to have 2 plays. And if you can prevent them from getting a big chunk of yards on 2 plays, then you'll be okay. Really don't want to let a field goal go here, man. Geno Smith from the shotgun formation. He's waiting on the snap. Takes the snap, rolls back, and good pressure. He gets sacked. Let's go, Cam Sample. And I think the Seahawks are just going to let the clock run down now. We're going into halftime. Way to end that drive. Way to end the half on a sack. If the offense is going to not... So the offense is not looking like who we thought they were looking like to begin the game, but they got 14 points in the first quarter. They got 14 points in the first half. Not the best second quarter for them, but pretty solid first quarter for them, and they got 14 points. And so if they end the game with 28 points, that's an improvement from where they've been, But honestly, if they end the game with 21 points and we win, I could care less. Honestly, that would be enough. 21 points would be enough because, if the Seahawks only score 10 in the second half, Bengals get, one touchdown, then the Bengals win 21-20. Now, my prediction was 24-17, which is still very doable, by the way. So Bengals get a touchdown and a field goal. Seahawks get another touchdown, and so we end the game 24-17. I thought this was going to be a high-scoring game because the Seahawks, had a really good first drive. Bengals had a really good first drive. But it's kind of calmed down since then. So maybe my score prediction might be closer to reality than we thought. At least this game, let the Browns win. They will miss the playoffs anyway. Yeah, but the thing is, Deshaun Watson's going to come back at some point. And I don't want to give, it's kind of like last year. Then again, the Browns dropped the ball, missed the playoffs last year. But it's like the Browns kept winning games they shouldn't win. So it's like when the hard part of their schedule really comes, they're going to be in better position. So, I don't know. I want the Browns. I don't care about the 49ers in the regular season. I could give a shit. I don't want to see them win another Super Bowl. I did the same thing you did, Jim. In 2012, when the 49ers and Ravens played in the Super Bowl, I rooted for the Ravens just because I didn't want to see the 49ers win it, And it's like, obviously the Ravens are a rival to the Bengals, but I've just never really felt the same way about the Ravens that I feel about the Browns and Steelers. So if the Ravens go win a Super Bowl, that's fine. I don't care. I would root against them under most circumstances, but against the 49ers, I don't want to see it. But in the regular season, man, no, I'm going to root for the team that's not the AFC North team, and my boy Thomas, I don't necessarily wish pain on him, but he's a fan of a team I don't like, so that kind of comes with the territory. If the 49ers and Patriots never win another Super Bowl in my lifetime, I will die a happy man. Yeah, 49ers. I don't have a problem with the Patriots, personally. I kind of like the Patriots. Not anymore, because, I thought it was ridiculous that they took Mac Jones in the draft. I'm like, you guys are stupid. Mac Jones, I thought was not going to be a good quarterback, and obviously he hasn't been. So I'm not a huge fan of this iteration of the Patriots, but I really liked the Patriots when they were, a dynasty. And the reason is, I know it was annoying to see them winning every year, but it was also, they pissed the Steelers off so much, and it was hilarious. The Steelers fans hated the Patriots, and I loved them for it, So, and the other thing is, I got nothing against Tom Brady, but, I don't know how you feel about this, Jim, but I hate Ohio State, so I've got a bit of a soft spot towards Michigan, and then, Tom Brady's a Michigan guy, so kind of cool to see that. I never had a problem with the Patriots, personally. 49ers, yes, but context matters with the 49ers. Touchdown, Miami up 21-14. There's the Panthers. Found them, guys. Man, the Panthers were up 14-0, and the Dolphins have scored 21 unanswered points. I found the Panthers, guys. Found them. There they are. Saints still down 17-7 to the Texans. 49ers still up 10-7 on the Browns. Vikings are tied with the Bears 6-6. Commanders up 17-10 on the Falcons. Jaguars are up 21-3 on the Colts. Bengals up 14-10 on the Seahawks. Let me make sure. Yeah, it says halftime 14-10. So we're good we're up to date on the scoreboard, at least. Obviously, other games that have taken place this week. This morning, the Ravens and Titans played in London, and the Ravens pulled out a win at the end. It was a closer game, but they got the job done, which is ultimately what matters. And then the Chiefs, it looks like the Chiefs slaughtered the Broncos, but it was really just the Chiefs' defense beating the shit out of the Broncos' offense, which we all know how the Broncos' offense is. But the Chiefs' offense, though, looking quite mortal this year. interestingly enough. So I've still got a $100 bet with a buddy of mine that the Bengals are going to beat the Chiefs this year in the regular season. And if the Chiefs offense keeps playing like this and the Bengals keep heating up like they are, I definitely think that that's a realistic thought process. The life with ball says, let's go, Bengals. Bengals need this home win. That they do. They really need this win, man. If we win today, we're 3-3. And all this talk about like, oh, the season's over. We're 3-3 if we win this game, y'all. I know we got the 49ers. We got a bye week, and then we got the 49ers after that. So, the 49ers would be a tough game. But, like, frankly, if the Bengals are playing at the top of their game, they could beat anyone. And I'm not going to lie, the 49ers are looking exceptionally mortal right now against the Browns. So, the Bengals can beat the 49ers. They're not world beaters, They're not like the greatest team of all time. The Bengals can beat them. And then if we win that game, we'll be 4-3 coming out of the bye. So, I'm just saying, never count this Bengals team out. We're a second half team, that's right. We're a second half team and still had a good first half. Not ideal, obviously, the second quarter. Second quarters have been weird for us this year. But obviously the second quarter wasn't quite what we wanted to see. At least as the quarter kind of went along, because the offense looked like it got kind of tired out there. Wasn't really doing what we wanted to see near the end. Because the Bengals honestly could have been up 21-7 if they had like taken advantage, but they didn't. Which, just put it in the back mirror and, move forward from here. Joe Burrow, fantastic leader, can be the guy who gets it done. We just need to see it. Jags up 21-6 now on the Colts. And that's apparently the Colts just got a field goal. So that's better than it was a few minutes ago. It was 21-3. Man. The Jaguars are a really good team. That's the thing. Like they're inconsistent too. The Jaguars remind me of the Bengals in a lot of ways. A team that for years wasn't that good, that recently has kind of like, gotten its shit together. Helps that they found a generational quarterback, the Bengals and Joe Burrow, and the Jags and Trevor Lawrence. By the way, if y'all have been hearing about like people talking about like Caleb Williams might be the best quarterback draft prospect in X whatever number or whatever, and like people say that every year when you have a particularly good quarterback prospect, but it's like I'm not saying Caleb Williams isn't going to be really good in the NFL. He could be very, very good in the NFL. But what I'm also saying is like people said that about Trevor Lawrence, and Trevor Lawrence, I don't think anybody's sitting here arguing that Trevor Lawrence is like a top 5 quarterback in the NFL. He's good. And he's obviously young and can get a lot better. His potential is through the roof. But, he's not competitive with Patrick Mahomes. He's not competitive with Joe Burrow. He's competitive, but not as good as Josh Allen. You got Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow clearly ahead of everybody else. Then you got like Josh Allen, Tua, Justin Herbert, all better, I think, than Trevor Lawrence. And then so maybe he's number 6, but like you'd have to look at all the other quarterbacks in the NFL too. So, who are the rest of the questions? So I mean, like I guess the question is, who's the best of the best? So, like, I mean, Aaron Rodgers is a guy who you could maybe make the argument's better than Trevor Lawrence, although we'll never know this year because he was lost for the season before we could really tell anything about him in a Jets uniform. Lamar Jackson, arguably better. Well, no. Arguably more dangerous than Trevor Lawrence, but I don't think he's better. I think what we've seen often with Lamar Jackson is he's got all this potential and just, doesn't live up to it because most of his potential is as an athlete more than it is as a passer. Josh Allen, I just said, is, near Trevor Lawrence's level, but I think he's better. Deshaun Watson should be, but he just hasn't been with the Browns. Russell Wilson, again, should be. He's been better this year. Russell Wilson's been much better this year than he was last year for the Broncos. But Trevor Lawrence is probably better right now. Patrick Mahomes, obviously better. Jimmy Garoppolo, obviously Trevor Lawrence is better than him. Justin Herbert, I think I said Herbert was better, but I think it's also kind of close. Tua, better, I think, than Trevor Lawrence. Mac Jones, obviously. Obviously, Trevor's better than Mac Jones. Zach Wilson / Aaron Rodgers. Like, Aaron Rodgers might have been, but you can't really tell right now. Zach Wilson, definitely not better. Kenny Pickett, definitely not better than Trevor Lawrence. Ryan Tannehill, not better. Desmond Ridder, not better. Josh Dobbs / Kyler Murray, not better. Bryce Young, Justin Fields, Dak Prescott, Jared Goff, Jordan Love, Matt Stafford, I think, is about on the same level as Trevor. Kirk Cousins, I think Kirk Cousins might be. No. Trevor Lawrence is probably better, but Kirk Cousins is underrated. Derek Carr, Trevor Lawrence is probably better than him, but he's still a damn good quarterback. Daniel Jones, nope. Jalen Hurts is better than Trevor. So there's another one. So like Trevor's at best number 7. Brock Purdy, I think Trevor's better. Geno Smith, not as good. Baker, not as good. Sam Howell, not as good. So Trevor Lawrence is probably like 7 or 8 in the league, but he's not like a top 5 quarterback. And I don't think anybody's trying to argue that he's a top 5 quarterback. But everybody was like, oh, he's the can't miss generational prospect. Like, you haven't really. I mean, he's been a big, huge deal for the Jaguars. They're better because of him, but they're not like. It's not like he's Patrick Mahomes out there, you know. Touchdown Vikings. They lead 13-6 over the Bears. Cool, bro. Cool. Apparently it's 12-6 because they missed the extra point. That's why I say cool, because it's the Bears and Vikings, bro. Good luck, Bengals. Yep, they're a second half team, and they've got the lead, so all they got to do is do as well as they did in the first half. That's like, it's a little too close for comfort for me. I'd rather have a little bit more of a lead than a 4-point lead. But to be honest, if the Seahawks weren't like in end-of-game mode, there's a good chance that they might have been a little bit more risky with the ball, and maybe the defense would have stopped them. I don't know. Halftime, Texans lead Saints 17-10. That's rough, but at least it's not a blowout anymore. But yeah, the Texans are a good team this year. Like, not a great team, but the Texans are on the come up, I think. The Texans are like, a few more pieces. I think what's their coach's name? D'Amico Ryan? Yeah, D'Amico Ryans, I thought was a really good pick for the Texans for head coach. And the Texans front office seems to have decided to go ahead and get out of the way. So they rebuilt their whole team when they didn't really need to rebuild their team, which is why they got which is why everybody was jumping over them for being a trash franchise. Because there's no real need for them to rebuild when they rebuilt, but I guess whatever. And part of the reason why Deshaun Watson demanded out is because they were just blowing up the team around them for no reason. Like, why do you got to trade DeAndre Hopkins away? That was a weird move by them. But yeah, now I think the Texans are moving in the right direction now. D'Amico Ryans was a good hire. CJ Stroud seems like the right guy for them. They got some weapons on that team. I think they're on the come up. And so I think here in a few years, if not this year, but I think maybe next year, you might see the Texans starting to knock on that wild card door. All right, kick is away. Actually, they might knock on the door this year. All right, touchback. Bengals going to get the ball first. Let's go offense. Let's come out with some firepower. At least we're not Panthers fans. Could be 0-6. Yeah, they're about to be 0-6. Man, they were 14-0 on the Dolphins. Man, must have been like, and it's not even like Tua threw an interception or anything like that, like a pick six. It's just the Panthers were outplaying them really badly at first, and just fell apart. Man, that's gotta suck to be a Panthers fan right now. Got the hope, and then they just destroy it. Joe Burrow shotgun formation, fakes the handoff to Joe Mixon, and there's just flags. Flag. Like 2 flags got thrown at the line, and so it might be like a false start or something. I don't think it's a false start because there's another flag thrown in the backfield, and I think it might be a pass interference on the Seahawks. So let's see what these flags are. No idea. Offsides on the Seahawks. All right, so nothing on the Bengals there. That penalty's declined, and there's going to be pass interference, like I said, on the Seahawks. All right, well, let's go. Take advantage of what they give you, Bengals, because sometimes teams are going to give you free stuff, and you got to take advantage of when they do. Gotta take advantage of when they do. All right, shotgun formation now from the 35-yard line, 1st and 10. Joe Burrow takes the snap. He's going to hand the ball off this time to Joe Mixon, who picks up about 5, maybe 4.5 yards, but maybe 5. Depends on where they spot him. Nice play by Joe Mixon. All right. They are calling it. They are calling it a 5-yard gain. All right. So 2nd and 5 from the 41 and a quarter, from the 40 and a quarter yard line. Joe Burrow takes the snap, rolls back, throws deep to Jamar Chase, and it's intercepted. No! That was underthrown by Joe Burrow, and it's intercepted, intended for Jamar Chase. And Brown, who gave up the pass interference, makes up for it with the interception. That was just an underthrow by Burrow. No excuse for that one. And it was a very good play by Trey Brown there to get the interception. But Joe Burrow threw it right to his chest. Like, all he had to do was just turn around and just, like, hold on to it. Terrible throw by Joe Burrow there. Like, Joe Burrow doesn't often throw bad passes like that. But when he does, they're bad. And that one was bad. So, well, there goes your advantage. There goes your second half advantage, man. Defense got to step up now. There goes your second half advantage of getting the ball first. Because they were moving the ball, man. They were moving the ball. And then Joe Burrow just throws like I said, Joe Burrow doesn't throw really bad interceptions often. Most of the time when he does, it's because the ball gets tipped or some crazy play happens. In that case, it's just a really bad pass by Joe Burrow. Like, one of the worst passes I've ever seen Joe Burrow throw. Now, not the worst pass I've ever seen him throw, but up there in terms of that was his fault because he just threw it square to Trey Brown's chest. Like, that was, he did not throw it to Jamar Chase. He threw it to the cornerback. It was right on the money, right to the cornerback. Terrible throw by Joe Burrow. Terrible throw. Luckily, it's Joe Burrow, so he's probably going to dust himself off and come back and be fine on the next drive. But now defense has got a job to do. Defense has got a job to do now because you can't let him get points off of that. Any points, even a field goal. Like, it's not the end of the world if you let him get a field goal because you'll still have the lead, but you don't want to give him any. You don't want to give him hope because you were really kind of like in control of the game earlier, and now you've let them. You let him get that field goal, and if you let him get more points here, like, you just really don't want to see that. Offense starting to slow down now. Man. Every other game except the 49ers-Browns game is at halftime, and they got 34 seconds left. Browns are about to punt the ball away, so that game's basically at halftime. Texans 17-10 over the Saints. Dolphins 21-14 over the Panthers, but that's 21 unanswered points. Browns down 10-7. So 49ers up 10-7 on the Browns. Vikings up 12-6 on the Bears. Commanders up 17-10 on the Falcons. Jaguars up 21-6 on the Colts. And the Bengals are nursing a 14-10 lead over the Seahawks. But Joe Burrow just threw an interception. So really need the defense to come through here. Geno Smith throws short to Tyler Lockett, and oh my God, Mike Hilton just completely cannot bring him down. And that's going to be like a 7-yard pickup, I think. Man, after that pass interference, you had a chance to seize momentum and you throw a pick. Like, that was just way underthrown for Jamar Chase. Is thrown way too far to the inside. Like, you got to throw that to the outside because then you got to make sure Jamar Chase is the only one who can catch it there. All right, it's only a 5-yard pickup. I thought it was 7, but 2nd and 5. It's going to be a fake handoff. Throws to DK Metcalf, who just completely shreds him. He gets it down to the 45-yard line across midfield. And the defense is just looking like a train wreck right now. Cam Taylor-Britt trying to knock that down instead of actually playing the ball. Well, not playing the ball. He's trying to play the ball instead of playing the receiver, and he just lets DK Metcalf get loose on the end. Man. So not quite to the 45. It's the 46 is where they mark him out. But it's going to be 1st and 10, and the Seahawks are knocking on the door of scoring range. And it's going to be a quick pitch up the middle to Kenneth Walker. Bengals do a good job of holding him down there. There is going to be a flag on the play, though. So what's the flag? It's a late flag, too. So, I mean, I hope there's not like a face mask or something. All right. Personal foul, face mask. Who did it? Who did it? Bobby Hart. Not Bobby Hart. Not Bobby Hart. BJ Hill. Feels like a Bobby Hart thing to do, though, doesn't it? Man, I haven't thought about Bobby Hart in a while. Why did I say Bobby Hart? BJ Hill. But you know what? After that play, BJ Hill, you deserve to be called Bobby Hart. And now the Seahawks are well in field goal range, and barring a turnover, they're going to get points on this drive. Geno Smith, shotgun snap, fakes the pitch to the left, and he's just got like all day to throw the ball. Decides to run, picks up like 5 yards. Once again, BJ Hill is the culprit on that play because like he had Geno Smith tracked down and just lets Geno Smith get loose on the side. BJ Hill playing rough right now. You can't have him playing bad, man. He's one of like the anchors of the team. He's just getting abused right now. Man, a turnover would really be big here. A turnover would be huge. Answer a turnover with a turnover. Man, take back some control. Because right now, the Seahawks are kind of running things. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. Bengals do a good job of holding that down. Maybe picks up about 2 yards. Refs are actually calling it 3. I didn't think he got 3, but maybe he extended his arm and I didn't see it because of the pile up. So it's going to be 3rd down and 2, and maybe you can get off the field here. Maybe you can get off the field and hold them to a field goal and maintain your lead. Maybe the offense can come out and do something impressive, but it's going to be 3rd and 3, not 3rd and 2. So Geno Smith's in the shotgun formation, and let's get an interception here. That'd be big. And I think I want to say it's a false start. I want to say that was a false start. Trey Hendrickson came screaming off the end. That is a false start on the Seahawks. I thought I saw the Seahawks jump, but you know, it was hard to tell because like the camera just cut back when it happened. So that's a good play for the Bengals. It'll make this 3rd down a little easier to contain. But that's all it really does. So now it's going to be 3rd and 8 instead of 3rd and 3. So I mean that's good. You know, you have the opportunity to stop him here. But, man, an interception, a pick. You know, a pick 6 would be awesome. That would be, I hope so. I don't know. 3rd and 8, shotgun snap, pressure, JSN picking it up again. And he just trails Bengals players all the way down to the 5-yard line. And I'm sorry, that's not JSN, that's Bobo. That is Bobo. Damn it, Bobo. Jake Bobo, wide receiver from Duke. Rookie wide receiver from Duke. I hate Duke. Like Christian Laettner. I hate Christian Laettner. And now I hate Bobo. Damn it, Bobo. Bobo. What an asshole. Hate Bobo. All right. 1st and goal. Geno Smith is lined up under center from the 4-yard line. Hands the ball off. Nice job by Logan Wilson to snuff that one out. They do give up about a yard, but Logan Wilson does a good job snuffing that one out. Come on, hold him to a field goal, please. Please don't give up a touchdown, man. Because then you're putting a lot of pressure on pressure's already on the offense right now. Don't put more on them by giving them a deficit. Just don't do that. Like, you can't afford that right now, man. Can't afford to let him get a touchdown here. Geno Smith, shotgun formation, rolling back, rolls way back, throws deep, and just misfires. Nothing there. Trying to go for DK Metcalf, but like nowhere in the vicinity. There is a penalty marker on the field, but it's not in the end zone, so it's not going to be like pass interference or anything. So I don't know what's going on here. Unless it's like Sam Hubbard got to him late or something and is like roughing the pat. Personal foul on the Seahawks, though. That's good. Didn't see what the personal foul was, though, but it was on Kenneth Walker. So, let's see. What does he do here? Oh, yeah, it's a low block on Sam Hubbard. Yeah, you can't do that. You can't go for the knees like that. Chop block, I think, is what that is. Can't do that, Kenneth Walker. Seahawks got a lot of penalties today. Like, I mean, to the point where it's almost kind of feeling like with how the Bengals have kind of cooled off in the last, like, quarter or so. Almost feeling like, were it not for the penalties, the Bengals might not be winning right now. Whatever. You got an opportunity now. So it's going to be from the 18-yard line. Geno Smith's going to throw, and it's intercepted! Let's go! Mike Hilton picks it off! Oh, that's what I was talking about. There we go. It's not a pick six, but it's an interception. Mike Hilton gets the ball back to the Bengals and preserves the 4-point lead. There you go. That's what you want to see. Woo! Hey, Kayla. I love you. Oh, that's what you want to see, y'all. Answer the interception with another interception. And that's a momentum killer right there. That's like, the Seahawks were driving and it's looking like they might take the lead. And then you just rip their soul out. Oh, man, you love to see it if you're a Bengals fan. Hate to see it if you're a Seahawks fan. But, man. My supervisor at work is a Seahawks fan because she's originally from, like, the Seattle area. Actually, I don't even know if she's a Seahawks fan because, like, she doesn't really seem like she cares that much about football. But she talks about the Seahawks plenty because, like, nobody else talks about the Seahawks around here. So, I wonder what she's thinking right now. I know her husband's a Bengals fan. Like, she's here because her husband's from Cincinnati. And so I know her husband's happy right now. I don't know what she's thinking right now, but shout out to Tammy Roberts' husband, whoever. I don't know his name. I've never met him. Gotta love it. Gotta love that interception. Oh, let's go. Oh, let's go, people. Oh, we're having a good time now. It's been a pretty fun game so far. My buddy Josh is like, defense needs to step it up. That turnover hurts. And then his next one is just like, laugh my ass off. Which, by the way, has got to be the cringiest. It feels really cringy to say laugh my ass off because it would be equally cringy, I think, to say LMAO. But like it's really funny when you see it, but when you say it, it sounds really cringy. But I don't know how else to say that. Like either way, it sounds kind of cringy to say. So like, how would you say that out loud without it sounding kind of cringy? I don't know. Laugh my ass off. Oh God, my ass! It went away. My ass is gone. Y'all didn't expect that was coming on this live stream, did you? Y'all didn't see that one coming. I'm like a ninja. I'm like, misdirection. Y'all ain't see none of this shit coming. All right. You know what a lot of people I don't think saw coming was, if the Bengals can hold on to this lead and beat the Seahawks after the way they started the season, I don't think too many people saw the Bengals improving to 3-3. Joe Burrow throws it short to Joe Mixon, who picks up a nice about 8-9 yards on the dump off pass. So that was pretty good. And that gives them some room to work with. So essentially, you've got like a really. This is like the equivalent of getting like a real, because like Mike Hilton got that interception at the 3-yard line. So you're essentially backed up like the Seahawks had an amazing punt. But hey, a punt's fine. But now you got the ball on the 11 and you got 2nd and 2. So, Bengals about to give themselves okay field position now. Joe Burrow, shotgun snap, throws, caught. There we go. Oh, no, he dropped it. Jamar Chase had it caught and he dropped it. Can't do that. Well, now it's 3rd and 2. My dad said Burrow looking good so far today, but I do think it's important to note that like Burrow does look good today, but he's also been a little inaccurate. He hasn't like looked quite 100%. And that interception might have been the worst throw I've ever seen from Joe Burrow personally. There you go. Jamar Chase gets the first down to about the 21-yard line. And I'm sorry, that's T. Higgins, not Jamar Chase. So T. Higgins, once again, making an impact today. Good to see him existing. Especially since we didn't even know if he was going to play today. We didn't even know if if T. Higgins was going to play today. So it's good to see him out there making an impact. And I really want to see T. Higgins make an impact this year because I severely doubt he's going to stay on the Bengals anyway once he hits the open market. And so I'd love to see him get like a big contract, you know. And he's gonna lose money if he has a bad year. Joe Burrow gets sacked. Damn, man. Does a good job of running away from that, but can't beat him forever. Was that Jalen Reed, I think? Is Jalen Reed even a defensive lineman? Do I have that name right? It's Jaron Reed, first of all. I think that's what I was trying to think of. Jalen Reed, isn't that like a defensive back or something like that? I don't know. Jaron Reed, the big nose tackle, bringing Joe Burrow down. Jalen Reed is a forward for the LSU Tigers, but... All right, Chase Brown's going to take the handoff on 2nd and 12. He's going to pick up about 5 yards, but now it's going to be 3rd and 7, so I'm not really sure what the hell that was. Why are you running the ball on 2nd and 12? Especially with your, like, third-string running back. Although I think at this point we've seen way more of Chase Brown than we've seen of Chris Evans, so I think Chase Brown's probably the backup running back at this point now. But, like, why are you running it on 2nd and 12? He only got 4 yards out of that, actually. Why are you running it on 2nd and 12 with your backup running back? That was a weird decision. I think it was weird if you're running it with Joe Mixon, but running it with Chase Brown? I don't know. It's going to be 3rd and 8. Joe Burrow from the shotgun position. Looking around, and he gets sacked again. Cordell Volson just got obliterated on that play. Well, the Bengals defense is starting to fall apart. Great. I'm sorry, the Bengals offense is starting to fall apart. Not defense. Orlando Brown doing a great job, but, you know, it's just like, it seems like no matter what the Bengals can do, no matter what the Bengals do, somebody on offensive line has to be a liability. Like, no matter what. It's 4th and 16, by the way, and Brad Robbins is going to punt, which I'll take because they didn't allow the defense, like, got off the field without points, so I guess I'll take that. But a little annoying to see the offense slowing down the way they've been. All right, and so the Seahawks are going to return the ball. Oh, my God, what a return. Down to, like, the 43-yard line. Man, terrible special teams play. So the defense is going to have to come out and just, like, obliterate the Seahawks on defense. The Bengals defense is going to have to come out and obliterate the Seahawks if they want to get off the field with points now. Because you got to go 3 and out now. If you don't go 3 and out, hell, even if you let them get, like, 9 yards... That's probably field goal range. Damn it. Another turnover would be big here. I know I can't really press my luck like that, but hey, I called it on the last drive though. I called it on that last drive. Said a turnover would be huge here, and they got one. Are the Seahawks taking a timeout? Why? Seahawks are taking a timeout. Why? Why are you taking a timeout? All right, well, with 5:42 left to go in the third quarter, the Bengals are up 14-10, but the offense is starting to stall. You had this great offensive explosion in the first half. The second half, not even the first half, really the first quarter. And then, like, the second quarter was, like, all right at the beginning. The second quarter was good at the beginning, but, like, it's like the first 20 minutes of the game for the Bengals offense was really good, and then they've just done nothing since. Like, you know, Joe Burrow had like 134 yards with like 7 minutes left to go in the second quarter, and now he's got 162. So, yeah, and suddenly he's got 2 sacks. So I don't know what happened to the offense, but they're definitely kind of starting to fall off a little bit right now. Joe Mixon still averaging 3.4 yards per carry, which isn't bad, but it's right on the edge of where you don't want it to be. Like if you get 3.4 yards every single carry and you just do that every single play, then you'll be fine, but you have no room for error at that point. Kenneth Walker starting to heat up. He's at 3.19 yards per carry now. Geno Smith still hasn't really gotten much done. He's been fairly accurate today, but he also threw a pick. And then the Bengals defense just suddenly they don't really seem to want to stop the Seahawks. You know, the turnover was great, but you can't expect turnovers on every drive. Awesome play by Mike Hilton to intercept that, but then the Bengals offense couldn't get anything done, and now you're right back in this position where, you know, they're not knocking on the door for the end zone anymore, but they're almost in field goal range already because the special teams just completely shat the bed. Yeah, let's just not defend Burrow ever. Yeah, well, the Seahawks defense has been hitting home over the last drive or so that's not good. And the Bengals defensive line was doing good, getting to Geno Smith early on, but they haven't been lately. So that's part of why he's been getting a little bit more done. Still haven't let them get a passing touchdown. Other than the first drive, the Bengals defense has gotten off the drive every drive without allowing a touchdown. But he's got to keep it up if the offense is going to cool down. Geno Smith fakes the handoff, throws. Kenneth Walker, one-handed catch with nobody around him, but still. About an 8-yard pickup because nobody's around him. And now they're in field goal range. See, this is what I'm saying. It's what I'm saying, man. There's a terrible pass by Geno Smith. Kenneth Walker has a really nice, cool one-handed grab, but I guess, it's it's not the most amazing one-handed grab. I mean, a one-handed grab at all is, really cool, right? I mean, that's hard to do. But, I mean, he also had literally nobody within, 10 yards of him, too, so... Geno Smith's going to hand the ball off to Kenneth Walker, and he gets stopped at the line, but he just gets around it and gets the first down. Nobody seems to want to stop the Seahawks offense at all right now. Just, here, have some yards. Have some yards, sir. Go ahead. Now, at the same time, at least they're giving up yards and not points, but, I mean, barring another turnover, they're going to give up points on this drive. But hey, maybe they get another turnover. That'd be really big right now. Just saying. That'd be huge right now to get another turnover. You're like one of them Sam Hubbard bumble runs for a touchdown on a fumble recovery. That'd be awesome. Geno Smith takes the shotgun snap. He's going to throw it deep. And DK Metcalf brings it down. Oh, man. With 1 yard to go. Oh no, they're saying it's out of bounds. Let's go. Yep, he I don't think he even got 1 foot down. Let's see. There's the catch, and his foot's off the ground, and the other one may not have even been in bounds to begin with. Yep. All right, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. That makes me feel I was about to shit my pants. Are you kidding me? But whatever. Second and 10. Come on, defense needs to tighten up. Come on. Come on, force a field goal, please. Force a long field goal, too. There's going to be another timeout by the Bengals this time. Not sure why. Not sure why the Bengals are taking a timeout. Maybe they saw a look they didn't like. I don't know. Bengals are winning, and my anxiety is through the roof right now. And you know why? Because the Seahawks have the momentum, and that's the problem. The Bengals are good enough that they can steal momentum. You don't ever really worry too much that they can't ever come back from anything. But right now, if something doesn't change, the Seahawks have the momentum. The offense is suddenly just can't get anything done. And the Seahawks offense is able to matriculate the ball down the field. It's like the roles have shifted since the first half. So I don't know. Gonna need a better fourth quarter than we got in the third quarter, though. And again, that turnover was huge. But had it not been for that turnover, things would not be looking great right now. All right, 2nd and 10, Geno Smith, shotgun snap. He's got pressure by Sam Hubbard, but Logan Wilson's just and there's flags all over the field. think they're going to get him for a helmet-to-helmet hit. Again, it's not JSN, it's Bobo again. Bobo. Jake Bobo. Yep, catch, and yep, Dax Hill just pulverized him in the head. You can't do that, Dax. Are you kidding me? Come on, man. The defense is just falling apart right now. Field goal Browns, tied game, 10-10. It's not halftime. Jeez. Thanks, man. No, quarter 3. Why can I not type? Is there another timeout here? First and goal from like the 3-yard line now because of that penalty and because of the big catch. Sam Hubbard getting great pressure and the coverage just falls apart. I think Bobo's being taken off the field. He might have like a concussion or something. He's saying he doesn't, but I think they want to look at him. Come on, defense. I cannot believe Dax Hill just did that, too. Like, I don't expect shit like that out of him. Seahawks have the ball at the 6, by the way, 5.5, which is where the Seahawks are going to get the ball from on first and goal. And the defense has got to lock down here. Like, you can't let a touchdown go. Not with the way the offense is playing. Geno Smith, shotgun snap, hands the ball off, and nobody can fucking tackle him. He gets like 2 yards, but it's 2 yards out of 6. Man, they have him in the backfield, and 4 guys just can't bring him down. Let's see. Actually, let's see. How many is it really? Let's see. Trey Hendrickson right on top of him and misses the tackle. Logan Wilson misses the tackle, so that's 2 guys, but still. It looked like more than that because you had guys get caught behind Logan Wilson and like during that tackle, so... Just bad angles, bad tackling, bad everything. There's some good tackling, finally. They get him down in the backfield. Kenneth Walker loses about a yard on that play, so it's going to be 3rd and goal. And 3rd and 5, and now you're feeling like maybe they can hold him to a field goal, which at least preserves the lead, you know? Logan Wilson making up for it by grabbing his leg on that play, but Joe Bacci's really the one who made that tackle happen. So here we are, 3rd and goal. Can you keep him out of the end zone, hold him to a field goal, or get a turnover? Maybe a fumble. Geno Smith takes a shotgun snap. No coverage, but yeah, Cam Taylor-Britt with the knockdown, and the Bengals are going to hold him to 4th down. Defense holds, gets it done. Best case scenario, well, I mean, I guess they could always, they could always technically go for it, I guess, and convert it, but most likely they're not going to try that. Great play by Cam Taylor-Britt. Now, I will say, that's the exact same thing that Logan Wilson did in the Super Bowl, and Logan Wilson got called for pass interference on a play that probably is the reason, not the reason the Bengals lost, but, if Logan Wilson doesn't get called for pass interference, the Bengals probably win the Super Bowl. And so, this just makes me mad now that in that moment they called pass interference. Whatever. Field goal's good. It's 14-13. It's a close football game. Offense has got to step it up because the Seahawks have a little bit of momentum right now. And really, a touchdown, if a field goal would be fine. A field goal would help. Because at least you get your advantage a little bit. If you hold them to a field goal, it's not the end of the world, just like with that one. So a field goal would be okay, but man, a touchdown, you really, really, really need to get that offense going again. Man, they were doing so good at the beginning of the game, and it's just been nothing ever since. Fumble recovery by the Vikings and touchdown 19-6. Interesting. Miami leads 28-14. The Panthers are a joke. That's all. That's the only analysis I have there. The Panthers are a joke. Jacksonville is up 24-6 on the Colts. Commanders are up 24-10 on the Falcons. Jim already mentioned 19-6 Vikings over the Bears. 49ers and Browns are tied 10-10 with the Browns marching, actually. So the Browns... Brock Purdy got intercepted. Ooh, by Martin Emerson. Come on, 49ers. I know you're rooting for the Browns, Jim, but no. No, I really would prefer to see the Browns lose that game. I mean, I know the Bengals are only a half game behind them if they win, and the Browns win, but still. I don't want to. I can't have them beating the 49ers, man. Especially when you got PJ Walker in and barely doing anything. Like I don't want to give them that kind of like boost. Texans up 20-10 over the Saints. Man. Come on, 49ers. You're better than this. Browns got the ball at the 49ers 38 right now. So they're probably going to get a field goal in this drive. Unless PJ Walker throws another pick. Never know. Never know. Leading rusher in that Vikings-Bears game is Justin Fields with 8 carries for 46 yards. Those two teams, man. DK Metcalf going out of the game. That's something to pay attention to. Don't know why he's going out of the game, but he looks like he's going to the locker room, unless he was just jogging around the field. All right, after the field goal, the Seahawks are going to kick it back to the Bengals, and that's probably going to be another touchback. Almost went out of bounds and gave the Bengals the ball at the 40, but it does just barely go inside. It just barely goes inside there. I think DK Metcalf might have gotten hurt on that big catch that he had. Might have like a hip pointer or something. He's pointing to his hip saying that's what's hurting. Hope he's okay. All right, Joe Burrow under center. Come on, offense. Ball handoff to Joe Mixon, who gets a bit of a hole. 5-yard pickup, which is good. But we need a little bit more than that. We know the running game is capable of doing things, but we need the passing game to do something too. Because we're nursing a 1-point lead right now, and the Seahawks have all the momentum. So we really, really need to put something together on this drive. Like a touchdown is really, they really need a touchdown. A field goal would be okay, but, man, come on. Joe Burrow from the shotgun formation. Got Irv Smith playing wide out right now. Joe Burrow takes the snap, all the protection in the world. Great by the offensive line. Joe Burrow's just going to run with it and pick up the first down. Let's go. Seahawks defensive line can't get any pressure on Joe Burrow on that play. That was as good of offensive line blocking as I've seen from the Bengals in years. Like we might need to go back to 2015 to see another play where the Bengals offensive line, all 5 guys are blocking that well for an entire play. Like that's how bad the offensive line's been for a long time. That was a really good play by the Bengals offensive line. And Joe Burrow just can't find anything to do with the ball, but he still picks up the first down. All right, so from the 35-yard line. Shotgun snap, fake handoff to Mixon, and Tyler Boyd's going to catch it, pick up about 7 yards. There you go. We, come on, just keep stacking those plays, man. That's all we're looking for. Keep that clock running, keep stacking those plays. And we're not in the fourth quarter yet, are we? No, we're not. I'm not crazy to think the Chargers moving to St. Louis would be... Dude, I hate it when teams move. I really do. Like, I just hate it when teams move in general. Think about it. The Chargers-Chiefs game becomes an in-state rivalry, a.k.a. the battle for Missouri twice a year. Yeah. All right, Joe Mixon takes the handoff, and he gets down about 2 yards, maybe 3, but so it's going to be like 3rd and inches. And you, I think you meant to say POS Stan Kroenke by giving St. Louis a team. Or you piss off Stan Kroenke by giving St. Louis a team. I mean, yeah, I'd rather them like expand the NFL and give them a team that way, though. I don't want to see another, except like maybe if the Rams move back to St. Louis, but I don't want to see another city like. Other than again, the Chargers, I guess, wouldn't be a bad thing because they like, I mean, you got them by taking the Rams away from St. Louis, but then again, St. Louis also only got their team by getting it taken away from LA in the first place. So, I mean, like, that's a really complicated situation. Personally, though, I don't like it when teams move. I think it's like, it's dirty. I mean, I know these teams belong to the owners, but they really feel like they belong to the community. So, it's like when you rip a team away from a community, that sucks. That just really sucks. And, I mean, I know the owners are allowed to do whatever they want to do, because they're the ones who own the team. They're the ones who put the investment in. If they want to feel like they're getting the return they want on their investment, then maybe moving to a different market's a good idea. But it sucks for everybody involved when a team moves. Because when a team goes into a new market, typically they're not very good for a little bit. They kind of have to really reset their whole franchise. And then, like the new team loses because like they can't really feel good about this new football team. Like they can, but there's always going to be that conflict about like, well, they're not really our team. They're, they're like we took them from somebody else. And then like, and then obviously the team, the city that lost the team loses. And I think NFL fans lose because I think it's dumb when teams move. Because it's just like you lose all that history of the team being in a different city. So I think everybody loses when a team relocates. I don't want to see the Chargers move to St. Louis. I'm sure they'll move somewhere at some point, and maybe it'll be St. Louis, because the Chargers just have no market at all. I don't know if LA is the right place for the Chargers. I don't know. So maybe they do move to St. Louis. I'm not going to say I want that to happen, though. I could see it, though. Jaguars pulling away with that game. 31-6 up on the Colts with 3:51 left to go in the third quarter. Commanders up 24-10 on the Falcons. Vikings up 19-6 over the Bears. Browns and 49ers still tied 10-10. Come on, 49ers. You're better than this. Dolphins up 28-14 on the Panthers. Texans up 20-10 over the Saints. So that's the state of the NFL we're dealing with right now. So we're at the end of the third quarter, and for once, I am going to update it. It's actually now, I think we are officially in the fourth quarter now, so let me go ahead and update that. So I actually updated it on time for once, y'all. We actually did it right. It's going to be 3rd down and 1. Come on. Joe Burrow's going to hand the ball off to Mixon, who gets tackled behind the line. That sucks. The offense was doing all right, man. And Mixon just gets, destroyed behind the line. That play looked like a problem from the beginning. The Seahawks got great penetration. Andre Yoshevus was blocking somebody and couldn't get anything done there. The offensive line goes from having a great play to a terrible play. Same drive. 4th and 1, Bengals going to have to punt the ball away. Brad Robbins has an opportunity to put the Seahawks in bad field position at least, but man. All right, come on, Robbins. Punt is away. And it's going to be fair caught about the 15, maybe 16-yard line. So that's a decent punt. And the coverage was good enough to force him to fair catch. So defense, you got plenty of field to work with, man, but I mean, you got to get something done. The defense has been kind of falling apart lately. LA would still have the Rams, and Angelinos don't care about the Chargers. Yeah, I know. That is true. They would still have the Rams. So, I don't know. And the Chargers did just move there, and they haven't, they were only there briefly in, the 60s. So, I don't know. I guess if there was a team that was going to leave, it would be the Chargers would be, the least bad team to make a move. But then again, there are Chargers fans in LA. Not a lot of them, but the ones who, when they do leave, the Chargers fans in LA who are there, it would suck to lose their team. Bengals need this home win. Damn right, man. Defense got to step up because the offense, once again, looked like they were doing something and then didn't. Fields out of the game for the Bears with a knee injury. Ooh. Ooh, that's tough. That is really tough. Falcons knocking on the door for, might bring this game back within a touchdown here. We'll see. Desmond Ridder, 208 yards for a touchdown and an interception on the game, so I guess it hasn't been the worst, but it also hasn't been the best game from him either. Kind of an average, nothing special type of game for him. This has been just a bad second half for Joe Burrow. Hasn't gotten much of anything done. Jaguars lead 31-6 on their way to 3 wins in a row. Yeah, the Jaguars are a good football team, man. Why they were struggling out the gate, I'm not sure, but they're winning now. They're winning now, and they're about to be 4-2, so give them that credit. Bengals really need to get their shit together right now. I'll tell you that. For league expansion, you'd need 8 new teams on one team for each division. Yeah, I know. It would be, at this point, it would be insane to expand the NFL. But then again, you really don't need 8 new teams, one each for the division, because, I mean, it wasn't until 2002 that the NFL had an even league system like that. So, I mean, like, for a long, long time, you had a lot of unevenly matched divisions. Like the AFC Central, which the Bengals used to play in, at one point you had the Steelers, Ravens, Browns, Bengals, Oilers/Titans, and the Jaguars, all in the same division. So, I mean, you don't have to keep them even like that. All right, Bengals do a good job snuffing out the run. Still not great tackling, but they only let him get a yard or 2. Come on, defense. You really got to step up here, man. Really, really kind of like on the edge here of something. Really on the edge here of something. 2nd and 9, so they only gave him a yard there. Once again, the refs see it differently than I do. But again, I think it's these camera angles. It's like not at a perfect like line-for-line angle, so it just looks a little bit differently for me. Geno Smith, no pass rush at all. And once again, he just finds a dude in the middle of the field. And that actually is JSN, by the way. Jackson Smith and Jigba. No pass rush on that play at all. Sam Hubbard kind of gets in there at the end, but not enough. And there's just no coverage in the middle of the field. They're just letting them do what they want. And you can't do that right now because you can't let them get a field goal. You gotta get a punt here. Geno Smith under center, motioning a man out to his right, fakes the handoff to Kenneth Walker. Can't find anything to do with it. He's going to run, picks up about 2 yards. 1 yard. 1 yard. Refs are calling it 1 yard. Okay. Fine with me. No pass rush. I don't know what's up. The pass rush was good earlier, but they ain't doing shit right now. They're not getting to Geno Smith at all. And the thing is, you can't do that. Like, you can't. You can't put forth an effort like that because, if you don't get to Geno Smith at all, he's eventually going to do something. You really, really got to, put some pressure on him. All right, Geno Smith, shotgun, snap, throws, and another interception! Let's go! Cam Taylor-Britt running it back. It's down to the 40 to 35. Let's go! Cam Taylor-Britt with the interception. Defense coming up clutch on some of these turnovers, man. Let's go! Woo! Oh, what a diving catch by Cam Taylor-Britt, too. Oh, man. And Geno Smith was going for DK Metcalf, but he didn't throw it anywhere near him. And Cam Taylor-Britt just, dives to the side. And that's the second pick of the game for Geno Smith. And who is this? Christopher Tutson says, put Drew Lock in. That's where we're at this point, folks. The Seahawks are down by 1 point. And I don't know, Christopher, if you're a Seahawks fan or not, but if we're saying put Drew Lock in at this point, yikes. That's all I got to say. Let's go CTB. Joe Burrow, empty formation. Looking around, throws, misfires for Jamar Chase. What the hell was that? Yikes. Oh, man. Bengals got the ball at the 34, so, I mean, they're at least in field goal range, but come on, let's do something. Cody Ford, why is Cody Ford in the game? That might explain why the offense is bad. Cody Ford's in there over Orlando. Oh, God, don't tell me Orlando Brown Jr.'s hurt. Because he's been the only consistently good offensive lineman this year. Well, Alex Kappa's been pretty good. Joe Burrow, shotgun snap, throws. Once again, misfires, has Jamar Chase kind of open, not super open, but kind of open. Joe Burrow could have gotten it to him, and instead he hits the Seahawks guy. Orlando Brown, questionable return with a groin injury. He's not out of the game. He's standing on the sideline. Doesn't look like he's too bad, but not playing right now. That's not good. We got Cody Ford in as our left tackle. That's a problem. I don't like that at all. That makes me nervous. I'd rather put Jonah Williams in at left tackle. Switch him back. And then, maybe Cody Ford at right tackle. I don't want to see Cody Ford in the game at all, but... All right, throw to Irv Smith, who just drops it. That was a bit of a misfire for Joe Burrow, but that was a drop by Irv Smith. It wouldn't have been a first down anyway. All right, I think we can officially say Irv Smith sucks. Because he hasn't done anything all damn year. It's going to be a 51 or 52 yard attempt for Evan McPherson on the field goal here. That interception was huge and the offense does nothing. I thought the offense was back, guys. Guess not. Hopefully Money Mac's back. 52 yard attempt. Kick is up. And that one's good. There we go. Money Mac is back, baby. All right. Well, that gives you a little bit of breathing room. Not enough. I don't know what the hell's going on with the offense. Joe Burrow is out here looking super inaccurate again. I don't know if his calf is acting up. But Joe Burrow is looking really inaccurate again. And apparently Orlando Brown Jr. is hurt and not playing. So I don't know what to tell you. But I can tell you we've got a 4-point lead right now, and the defense is a little shaky, but they're kind of getting it done. Turnovers, they've got 2 turnovers. And is it too much to ask for another turnover now? Because it's not a comfortable lead at all. Jim says Bengals so far not as good of a team as they were the last 2 years. Yes and no. A big part of that issue, it's hard to say. It's hard to say right now because a big part of the problem is Joe Burrow doesn't look as good as he's looked the last 2 years. Right now, he's looking inaccurate again, and I don't know if that's the calf. And actually, I think it might be because the way he's inaccurate right now looks like it might be problems with him generating, torque with his leg. So I don't know. Maybe he got his leg tweaked again. I hope not. I really hope we're not dealing with this all year because this could be a problem if we're dealing with this all year. But I didn't believe that this was the case with the Titans game. People kept saying, "Oh, Joe Burrow looks hurt. He looks hurt. He looks hurt." I didn't think that was the case with the Titans game, but right now I think Joe Burrow looks hurt. Like that's the only thing I can think of because the offense is playing pretty decent. Joe Burrow's gotten sacked a couple times, but the offense is playing pretty decent around Joe Burrow, and a lot of the reason they keep stalling is because Joe Burrow keeps throwing inaccurate passes. It's hard for the offense to do anything when Joe Burrow keeps throwing behind wide receivers or too far ahead of guys, or whatever. Man, I don't know. I hope he's not hurt, but right now he looks kind of hurt to me. He at least looks off. But whatever. Defense, let's come up with something big here. Got to come up with something big here on defense. All right, Evan McPherson's going to come out for the kick. And it's away. And that is going to go through the back of the end zone. All right. Touchback. Geno Smith and the Seahawks are going to come out. What a play by Cam Taylor-Britt, though. I gotta say, Cam Taylor-Britt hasn't been perfect this year, but that interception was one of the best interceptions I've seen in a long time from a Bengals player. That was incredible. How about the cat teams? Cat teams are, which one of the cat teams looks the best right now? The Jaguars right now look the best. Geno Smith's going to fake the handoff. He's going to roll back, throws. Nothing. Overthrows number 87 there. There's a flag on the play. What's the flag? Personal foul, roughing the passer. Are you fucking kidding me? It's because he landed on him. It wasn't even a big... God, I hate that. Everybody hates that rule. Everybody on the planet hates that rule. Yeah, and it wasn't on Trey Hendrickson, by the way. It was on DJ Reader. He drove Geno Smith to the ground, and by the technicality letter of the law, that is a penalty. It's a stupid rule. Everybody hates it, but it is the correct call technically. What a joke. Well, Seahawks have the ball at the 40 now. Geno Smith fakes the handoff to Kenneth Walker. Good pressure. Bengals getting good pressure again, but Geno Smith got the ball off. And that's another flag. What's the flag? Caught by number 84. Colby Parkinson. And what's the flag? Oh, it's on the offense. All right, well, whatever. I think they said illegal hands to the face, illegal block by the offense. Yeah, that was a block in the back. That was a block in the back by Kenneth Walker, I believe. So yeah, you can't do that. Mike Hilton probably could have tackled him. Didn't really do anything actually because Logan Wilson got him down. But illegal block in the back there by Kenneth Walker. So now it's gonna be 1st and 15. The Jaguars are the best cat team. Lions, am I a joke to you? You know what? You might be right, actually. I didn't even think about that. I think the Jaguars are more talented, but you're right. The Lions might be better. That's fair. That's fair. I'll give you that one. Geno Smith shotgun snap. Looking around, throws, caught. Short dump off to Kenneth Walker, and Cam Taylor-Britt can't bring him down. He picks up like 5 yards. Dude, they got him in the backfield, and he's still at 4 yards, but still. They got him, and you had him in the backfield. That could have been a 1-yard loss. I mean, not to take anything away from Cam Taylor-Britt, who just had that amazing interception on the last drive, but, man. Been a terrible second half for quarterbacks so far. Geno Smith thrown 2 interceptions. Joe Burrow threw 1. Geno Smith dumps off short to Colby Parkinson, and that's going to be about another 4-yard pickup. Oh! I guess they called it no gain on the last play, so that was 2nd and 11. And now it's going to be 3rd down at about 6 to go, maybe 7. So I guess that first down play did not go the way I thought it went. It's cool with me. All right, come on, defense. 3rd and 5. Okay, I thought it was a little bit better than that, but whatever. 3rd and 5, get off the field here, get the ball back to the offense, give them another opportunity to get shit going. Geno Smith from the 44-yard line, takes the snap, rolls back. Good pressure. There you go. Cam Taylor-Britt's looking around. Geno Smith's probably just going to have to get rid of it. Yep. Throws it away, and the Bengals defense holds 4th down. Be 4th and 5 from the 44-yard line. The Seahawks are going to have to punt. Give the Bengals offense another opportunity to generate some offense. Come on. Come on, baby. This defense been up and down today, but I guess overall, see, that's the thing about the Bengals defense. They do a lot of weird, stupid, bad plays, but they also, overall end up doing pretty good at the end of the day. So I guess whatever. All right. Seahawks punt is away. And it's going to be down. Oh, wow, that's a nice punt. It's probably going to be down about the 14-yard line. Goes out of bounds around there. 15, 16, 17. Ooh, 18. Kind of hard to tell when it goes out of bounds like that from our angle because we don't see where the ball goes out of bounds. And we're also looking at it from like a front angle, whereas the ref's looking at it like from the actual sideline. So the ref can see a lot better where it's going out of bounds. I will admit, I'm always way off as far as where the ball goes out of bounds on punts. Like, I'm usually like a yard or two off where the refs say when I'm watching like the ball. But on punts, I'm way off when it goes out of bounds. I never claim to know what the hell I'm talking about there. Browns up 13-10 on the 49ers. That's annoying. And the 49ers just, went 3 and out. So, come on, 49ers. I will say, though, 49ers right now are proving that if the Bengals can, get their shit back together next week on offense, the Bengals can beat the 49ers next week. Why the hell can't the Bengals beat the 49ers? They absolutely can. Will they? That's the question. But they certainly can. All right, Jaguars up 31-13 on the Colts. Commanders up 24-16 on the Falcons. Vikings up 19-6 on the Bears. Browns up 13-10 on the 49ers. Dolphins up 35-14 on the Panthers. Texans up 20-13 on the Saints. So the Saints are coming back a little bit. Not a lot, but they're coming back a little bit. And there's still most of the fourth quarter left to play. So, maybe Mikey will get to see a good end of the game. What's the Steelers' record right now? 3-2. Steelers are 3-2, yeah. So if the Bengals can finish off this game with a win, then they can end up, at worst, they're going to be a half game behind the division lead. No, that's not true because if the Browns beat the 49ers, they'll be 3-2. So maybe a full game behind the division lead. But, hold on, win this game, and we got the season turning around. Screw it up, and I don't know what to tell you. All right, the Lions, am I a joke to you? I like that comment, Mark. Yeah, you're right. The Lions probably look like the best cat team right now. The way they're playing right now. The Jaguars, though, I think are more talented. The Jaguars are definitely the best cat team right this second because they're the Bengals and the Jaguars, and the Panthers are the ones that are playing, and the Panthers are terrible. All right. Joe Burrow from the shotgun formation. He's got Joe Mixon back there with him. He hands the ball off, and he picks up about 3 yards. Could have been worse. Keeps his legs moving. That's, like I said, it could be worse. You do want a little bit more than 3 yards on a run play, though. Dolphins just got in for a score, so rip Panthers. Man, they were up 14-0. They've let 35 unanswered points go. Jesus. Actually, right now, they appear to be on 4th and 29. The Panthers have the ball, but it's 4th and 29. 2nd and 7 for the Bengals. Joe Burrow's in the empty formation back there. Takes the snap, rolls back, throws. Caught Jamar Chase, and he picks up a Bengals first down. Let's go. Down to the 30 and a half yard line. 8:55. Come on, Bengals. Just roll that clock down, man. If you can get some points on this drive and keep that clock moving, I don't need a big play, right? I just need matriculating the ball, going slowly, taking your time, just like the way I'm speaking. Just keep the ball and get some points, no matter what it is. Keep that clock rolling. Shotgun formation, Joe Burrow. Taking his time, as he should. Letting that clock roll down. Takes the snap. Throws to the side, caught by Joe Mixon. It's about a 5-yard pickup. Nice little play there. And that's all you really want to see. I like it. I'm down with that. These are little 5-yard pickups, and they're staying in bounds. They're eating that clock away. They go get some points, then you're feeling pretty good. That's what you want to see. That is exactly what you want to see. Except for the part where Cody Ford is playing left tackle. That's not what you want to see. Yikes. Man, I really hope Orlando Brown's okay. Joe Burrow is just going to get sacked immediately. Seahawks bring immediate pressure, and Joe Burrow just curls up like a turtle. And yeah, Jonah Williams maybe wasn't supposed to block him, but like I feel like you don't double team a guy if a guy's like free off the edge like that. Like I feel like you gotta have a little bit of heads up play there by Jonah Williams. Now it's 3rd and 12, and suddenly, man, now it's 3rd and 12, and you're not feeling so good about the offense after just one play. Now, that was a big sack. I don't know what the hell. Again, maybe I'm not. I don't know. Joe Burrow, shotgun snap, rolls back. Good protection this time. Throws it short to Travion Williams, but he gets taken down like 3 yards behind the line. God, what a joke of an offensive drive that was. Dude, I don't even know what the hell's going on right now. And you're keeping the clock rolling. I mean, that's fine. You're taking some time off the clock, and the defense is playing great, so that's fine. But man, what the hell are they doing out there? The offense is just like out. The offense was so good to start the game. Where the hell did it all go? They're going to be lucky to get 20 points in this game. Punts away, fair caught at the 36. This is a nice little punt there by Brad Robbins. Like it's not a bad one. They were just so backed up because of the sack and the pass play that went backwards. Geno Smith had a bad game today. Geno Smith has had a bad game today. Now to be fair, the Bengals defense has had a really good game. Like, you know, Cam Taylor-Britt, like honestly that pass from Geno Smith that got intercepted by Cam Taylor-Britt wouldn't be intercepted, I think, more times than not. But that was a great play by Cam Taylor-Britt to go dive for it. Kenneth Walker gets the handoff, and he picks up about 3 yards. I think the Bengals are okay with that because it keeps the clock rolling. They got a 4-point lead, so, I mean, right now, if you let them get a field goal, but you take a lot of time off the clock, then it's not, that's all right. You know, it's not what you want, but that's better than nothing. All right, empty formation for the Seahawks, so they're going to try to start pushing the ball down the field now, I think. I think they're starting to feel that urgency. All right, shotgun snap for Geno Smith. Rolls back, no pressure. And he throws deep. DK Metcalf all alone on the side. Cam Taylor-Britt just got burned on that one. And he gets out of bounds. So it's going to be a big game for the Seahawks with 5:36 left to go. Huge game by the Seahawks. Nobody paying attention over there. You can't let DK Metcalf do that, dude. I mean, 1st and 10. What are you doing? The one thing you can't let happen right now is a big play. From the 30-yard line, they're in field goal range now. Too much to ask for another turnover? Geno Smith rolling around, decent pressure, but he just escapes up the middle and picks up the first down. Stupid. Ridiculous, stupid defense. Just letting them get free up the middle. You're running out of room. Yeah, if you stop them for a field goal, that's great, but you're letting them you're letting them do whatever they want. That was Josh Tupou who got turned around and vacated the middle of the field there. Geno Smith looking around. Good pressure, and he just dumps it off to the field, and that's going to stop the clock, but it is going to cause a second down. So Bengals defense getting good pressure, but couldn't quite get home. Annoying. Very annoying. Oh, man. This game is way more nerve-wracking than I thought it was going to be after the way they started this game. And yeah, we're winning, but... All right, Geno Smith's just going to run for it. Nice job by Bobby... I call him Bobby Hart again. B.J. Hill. Nice job by B.J. Hill to, tackle him. And he picks up a couple yards, but not a lot, and that gets that clock rolling again. So now it's going to be 3rd down and about 7... Yep, 3rd and 7. I was right that time. Look at me. This could, if the offense does a good job, this could be the Seahawks' last offensive drive of the game. So Just hold them to a field goal, really, honestly, please, for the love of God. I don't even know if the Seahawks will settle for a field goal. They might go for it on 4th down. And it's going to be a first down to DK Metcalf. Now the Seahawks are milking the clock because they can take a bunch of time off the clock. If they get a touchdown, they can give the Bengals hardly any time to come back from. Now, all the Bengals are going to need is a field goal if the Seahawks get a touchdown. But the way the offense has been, I just don't know if you can trust that. Now, it's from the 7-yard line. Geno Smith takes the shotgun snap. And good pressure. There you go. Sacked. Down to the 20-yard line. That's a great sack. The entire team, I'll give the entire team credit for that, but I think Trey Hendrickson's going to take it. There you go. There you go. That's what you want to see, and that keeps the clock moving, and that pushes him back. That was a big sack. Trey Hendrickson coming in here with his big sack to get a big sack. It's a nut sack. That's a teabag right there. All right, 19-yard line, not the 20. But anyway, Geno Smith takes the... Nice! And, Geno Smith gets rid of it. Almost another sack. Oh, that defensive line's getting pressure now. It's going to be 3rd and goal. And now the Bengals have a little bit of defensive momentum. And maybe they can hold them to that field goal. Seahawks decided to, run some of that clock down. And if they have to... Well, again, I don't think... They won't be settling for a field goal. They're going to go for it on 4th down. So the Bengals could get off the field without allowing any points. Like, frankly, they could do that. Now, actually, I don't know because you still have the 2-minute warning on your side, so maybe the Seahawks take the field goal. I don't know. Geno Smith takes the snap, throws, and it is caught, and the Bengals stop him. There you go. There you go. So it's going to be 4th down. Seahawks, I'd imagine, are going to go for it here. They got about 6. It's going to be about 6 yards to go. I can't imagine they're going to go for the field goal though. Looks like the Seahawks offense is staying on the field. Yep. Come on, defense. You got to stop them here. You've just got to stop them here. And if the defense can stop them here, then I'm not saying game's over, but that's going to go a long way because you're going to be past the 2-minute warning. And the Seahawks don't have all their timeouts. Shotgun snap, Geno Smith rolling around. Good pressure, and he's sacked. Let's go! Bengals hold! Let's go! Sam Hubbard. I think Sam Hubbard got him. I don't know, but that's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Bengals. And we didn't quite get to the 2-minute warning, so the Bengals probably are going to have to get a 1st down to end the game. But, they got it done. The defense held. It was looking rough there for a minute, but they got it done. And, yep, Sam Hubbard was the first one to get to him. Trey Hendrickson helped him clean it up, but Sam Hubbard, give him the real credit for that one. Nice job. Geno Smith pump faked, and that was the last pump fake of his life. Let's go. Derek says, hoo-day. All right, just gotta almost, it's not over yet. Offense has got to pick up a 1st down at the very least. But we're almost there. Joe Burrow shotgun formation. I don't know why you don't just run it here, but he's going to throw it deep. The fuck was that? Brings us to the 2-minute warning. What the fuck just happened there? What the hell was that? Why, first of all, why are you throwing the ball? Second of all, he just immediately threw it away. I mean, did he think that he was going to get sacked? Is that also not intentional grounding? I don't even know what the hell that was. Like that was, what the fuck was that? Absolutely mind-boggling play just now by the Bengals. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 from the 14. It's fine, but now you can't just run the ball. Which is the problem. Like, just run the ball on 1st down, Zach. Why are you not just running the ball? Running game has been good today. Why are you not just running the fucking ball? Why are you not just running the ball? On 1st down, when the running game, Joe Mixon's averaging 3.1 yards per carry, so, not amazing. But still, he's been doing pretty damn well. Why are you not just running the ball on 1st down? Maybe throw on 2nd down if you really want to. I mean, maybe maybe what he's thinking is like, because you got 3 seconds left before the 2-minute warning, you're not going to keep the clock running anyway, so you might as well just see if you can get a pass play. But like, I don't know, it's just a really weird decision. I don't quite understand it. I mean, whatever, but my only thing is now it's 2nd and 10, and you almost kind of like are getting to a must-pass type of situation. Jaguars up 34-20 on the Colts, so the Colts are kind of coming back a little, but it's probably garbage time because they're up 14 points with like 5 minutes left in the game, so it's probably just garbage time points at this point. Gardner Minshew's thrown 3 interceptions. That sucks. Commanders up 24-16 over the Falcons. Looking like I know the Falcons got the ball, but they're not really doing a whole lot with it, so I don't know. Probably the Commanders going to win that one. Bears coming back a little against the Vikings. Now it's 19-13, and the Bears have the ball with 6:44 left to go in that game. 49ers have the ball, and they're driving against the Browns with 11:04 left in the fourth. 49ers are down 3 points, but they're probably going to score here and even it up. Oh, P.J. Walker threw a pick in the end zone. Not in the end zone, but like... All right, Joe Mixon gets the handoff there. There you go. It's like 5 yards. Why didn't you do that on first down? Got the clock running now. Like, I don't know. You're just unnecessarily giving them, like, hope that they might be able to, like, pull something out of their ass here. You know? All right, 3rd and 6, and the Seahawks did take a timeout, so it's 1:53 left to go. And I guess it was only 4-yard pickup. I mean, like, it's like the thing is, why did you run? You run on 1st and 2nd down because now it's 3rd and 6, and if you don't get a first down, then you got to like give the ball back. Shotgun formation, throw, caught. Oh, he dropped it. Oh, but it's hey, flags. Is that interference on the Seahawks? Is that interference on the Seahawks? Because that might be game if that's interference on the Seahawks. Hold up now. Hold up. Now they're celebrating, so maybe not. Pass interference on the offense. Come on, dude. T. Higgins sucks this year. Let's just be honest about it. Let's call a spade a spade. T. Higgins sucks this year, straight up. T. Higgins is terrible this year. And I feel for the guy because it's a contract year, man. Like, he's playing for a contract. He's probably not going to be back with the Bengals at this point because I can't imagine why they, want to pay him market value now. And his market value is going to be tanked by the fact that he's having a bad year. The Bengals might franchise tag him, actually, but man. Not if he keeps playing like this. Why would you franchise tag a guy who ain't doing anything for you? All right, ball's going to be caught and attempted to return. That was weird. Dude was on top of him. All right, 1:39 left in the game. Seahawks have a timeout left. They got to get a touchdown. If the Bengals can stop them, it's over. But I don't know if... What we've seen so far, I just don't know if they can stop them. Although they have, to be fair, I guess look at me being a downer when, obviously the defense has generally gotten the job done. But I don't know. I don't know. But hey, come on. I believe. Let's go. Come on, defense. I think you can do it. Boy, a turnover would be huge. I got to stop saying that because I've got such a great average right now at predicting when that's going to happen that if I just keep saying that all the time, my average is going to go down. All right, so it's a pass to the middle of the field, about a 7-yard pickup, keeps the clock moving, but the Seahawks do have some time to kill right now. All right. It's going to be I think that's going to be false start. I think they're going to, because they blew the play dead, so it's probably going to be a false start on the Seahawks, which will knock them back, which will be nice. It does stop the clock, but offsides. Yeah, I was thinking it might be offsides. Yeah, it looked like the Bengals jumped to me, but I wasn't sure. Just giving them a free 5 yards. Thank you. Thank you, Simon Hubbard. Can't be too mad at him because he got the sack on that last drive, but I don't know if that was offsides. It might have been an early start, but I don't think he actually went across the line. I don't know. I'll have to go back and look at that, but I don't know if I don't know if he was offsides on that play. Might have been a neutral zone infraction though, to be fair. Geno Smith looking around, is going to throw it deep, and it's caught by Tyler Lockett down to the 10-yard line. 108, 107, 106, 105. Seahawks probably going to come up and just clock it from the 11-yard line, not the 10, like I said. No, they're not. They're in shotgun formation, so I guess they're not going to clock it. Geno Smith taking advantage of the momentum, looking around. He's got all the time in the world to throw because Sam Hubbard. And it's almost picked off. Oh, no. Almost picked off by Dax Hill, but he drops it. But hey, he stopped the play. Oh, Dax Hill. And it was a great play by Colby Parkinson to knock that ball out of Dax Hill's hands. Oh, he almost got it. This is way too nerve-wracking. Why is it so nerve-wracking? Geno Smith, shotgun formation from the 11, hands the ball off to Kenneth Walker. Bengals bring him down after about a 2-yard pickup. All right. And that clock's running again, which I'm not really sure quite what they're thinking. Are they going to take their timeout? Did the Seahawks take a timeout? I think the Seahawks did because the clock stopped running. I'm assuming the Seahawks just took their last timeout, but they didn't say anything on the they didn't, the graphic didn't do anything. Reset the clock to 44 seconds. All right, 3rd and 8, I think, from the 11-yard line. 44 seconds left to go. If you can hold them, get a turnover or something, game's over. Seahawks get a touchdown. That's tough. That's hard to deal with. Because then you got to trust that the offense is going to be able to go out and do something like really quickly. Geno Smith, shotgun snap, throws deep, nobody. Good pass rush. Good pass rush there. It made him throw it early, and it was just kind of to nobody. Jim says Bengals suck, they're not going anywhere. Well, buddy, they're like one play away from winning right now. So, like, what the hell? What kind of talk is that? Bengals suck, they're not going anywhere. They're winning right now. Offense sucks. I'm not sure what's up with the offense was good at the beginning. I don't know what the hell happened. 41 seconds left, 4th and 8. This is probably it. Seahawks have one timeout left, so the Bengals probably just going to kneel on it if they get the ball back here. All right, and I think the Bengals might have called a timeout. Like right as the play was snapped. No, the Seahawks called a timeout. What? I mean, they only have one left, so I guess might as well. Wait, I know that. No, it was the Bengals. Bengals called a timeout. Okay. I mean, again, I guess whatever. Maybe Zach Taylor saw a look he didn't like. Or maybe you're icing Geno Smith. Icing the quarterback. What a move. I don't know. I wouldn't do that if I were the Bengals, though, because, like, you got a little bit of defensive momentum right now. I don't know. Whatever. 4th and 8. Just don't let them get in the end zone. If you let them get a first down, that sucks because they can stop the clock, but if you can prevent them, just like, don't let them get more than 7 yards here. If you can prevent, like, 7 yards, then you're okay. Now what's happening? Oh, the Seahawks took a timeout. Okay. Interesting. All right, well, maybe you can let them get a first down then. I mean, you'd probably still give them another play, and that wouldn't be great, but, Panthers climbing their way back a little bit. It's 35-21, but that's a garbage time, score for them. Texans up 20-13, probably going to win that game, but the Saints do have the ball, and they are driving a little bit. 49ers got that touchdown, so it looks like the Browns are going to lose. Vikings up 19-13, and the game's back, so I'll finish those scores later. Geno Smith shotgun formation. Rolls back. B.J. Hill gets good pressure. Let's go! Bengals get the ball back! And I think they're calling it they might call it a fumble recovery. I don't think it was, but it doesn't matter because the Bengals turned the ball over on downs and the Seahawks are out of timeouts, and that's going to be game, folks. Bengals going to get the ball back. So, I mean, like, you know, barring a fumble on the kneel down, Bengals going to come away with the win. B.J. Hill kind of had an up and down game today, but he finishes it off strong. Geno Smith can't even really get the pass off, which is part of why I think they were thinking it was a fumble. Let's go. What was that, Jim? Bengals suck. They ain't going anywhere. Well, they just turned around. They started 0-3, and now they're they started 0-2. They started 1-2, and now they're 3-3. There's the kneel down, and that's it. That's it. That's it. Not the offense. I don't know what the hell happened to the offense, but Bengals came away with the win. Offense needs to improve on their consistency, but the defense got the job done at the end of the day. Turnovers helped because they were kind of like letting them drive, but they got the job done. Bengals are 3-3, back in this division, and let's actually I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to the Browns 49ers game because that will matter. Obviously, the Ravens won, so they're still gonna have a full 1-game lead on the Bengals, and the Steelers didn't play today, so they're gonna maintain a half-game lead on the Bengals. But maybe we can get ahead of the Browns. Okay, so let me go ahead and switch over to the Browns game. Bengals get the win. Hooray, baby! This season ain't over yet. I ain't hear no bell. No bell. Ain't hear no bell. None at all. Okay. I ain't hear no bell. That's all I'm saying. I'm trying to switch over to the Browns 49ers game, but it's not wanting to load for me right now. We'll get there, though. 17 points, that's not much. No, you're right, Jim. The offense was doing good at the beginning of the game. So you can see the potential there because they were doing good to start the game. They just got to keep it up. I don't know what happened in the second half, but the offense fell completely apart in the second half. Thank God the defense got it done the way they got it done, because I don't know if the offense is able to get a first down. Obviously they weren't. They could have, if they had gotten a first down on the previous drive, then maybe they could have gotten something done. Didn't. And the Seahawks had a chance, but whatever. I'll take 17-13. I'll take 1-0, which is not possible, but all right, so it's going to be a dump off, or not a dump off, like a 7-yard pickup to Jacoby Ford. We're at the Browns 49ers game, by the way, so let me go ahead and bring that up. But it's going to be about an 8-yard pickup, but it's going to lead to a Browns 4th down. 4th and 4 with 7:14 left to go in the game. So, where's my secondary? Is it up here? Yeah, here we go. Okay, and this game's in Cleveland, so 49ers. Browns are going to go for it. P.J. Walker rolls back, throws, caught, and that's going to be a first down for the Browns. Well, sucks to suck, 49ers. Got to tell you, though, like, regardless of what happens in this game, do the 49ers not look beatable to you right now? Like, they look beatable to me. I know they're, like, a really good team, but they look really beatable to me right now. Wait, that's not 17. What's the score? Hold on. Shit, it's not 17. No, it is 17-13. So, yeah. Huh. They're not doing that great on offense either. 17-13 for them, too. All right, P.J. Walker on 1st and 10. He's going to take the shotgun snap, hand it off to Kareem Hunt. And the 49ers are going to snuff that one out. And that's maybe going to be back to the line of scrimmage. Although I think it's going to be a half-yard loss, actually. Javon Hargrave. on the stop for the 49ers. Jim, I know you're rooting for the Browns here. I am not, because the Browns are competition. Cardiac Cat's at it again. I don't know what the Yikes. Conley says we're getting there, kinda. Yeah? I don't know what to tell you. Offense looked really good at first, and then they just fell apart. T. Higgins looks terrible, though. People talking about, oh man, there's another first down for the Browns. Amari Cooper with the 15-yard pickup. But a lot of people have been talking lately about, like, oh, the Bengals need to trade T. Higgins, get like a first and a second round pick for him. And I'm like, okay, so first of all, nobody in the NFL, other than Bengals fans, thinks that T. Higgins is an undisputed number one wide receiver. Some people think he could be, but nobody thinks he's, like, definitely going to be, like, the guy on an NFL team. So there's your first problem. I don't know if anybody's going to give up a first and a second for a wide receiver in a contract year. Like, it's just not going to happen. But especially a wide receiver of T. Like, it'd have to be like Jamar Chase to get a first and a second like that. It's just not happening. And then the only reason you'd be trading Jamar Chase away is if a guy like Jamar Chase away is if you're a really bad team. You know, like the Seahawks traded, or the Jets traded away Jamal Adams. Got really good compensation, but the only reason you're trading away a guy like Jamal Adams is because you're a really bad team, and he wants to get out of that really bad team. So you're not going to get a first and second for T. Higgins. And then on top of that, T. Higgins has not been playing well lately. So, like, nobody's going to look at his tape right now and been like, yeah, I need to give up the bank for that guy. Like, that's just not going to happen. Like, even maybe, if he starts playing better, like, before the trade deadline, maybe you can get a second and third for him, but his trade value is not that high right now. Like, people acting like it's high. I think maybe you can tag him, hope he has a better year next year. Maybe you can tag him and trade him. But you're not going to get a first and second round for T. Higgins right now. Falcons threw an interception to lose. That's the Falcons. That sucks, man. I like Desmond Ridder. You know, as a UC Bearcat, I can call him my fellow Bearcat. So that's unfortunate. Saints are driving at the Texans' 33-yard line, 20-13. Dolphins up 42-21. Jaguars up 37-20. So the only interesting games left right now are the Saints and Texans, and then this one, which is Browns 49ers. So 49ers are trying to hold on to a slight lead. And if they can get off the field on this drive, then they can do it. But Browns are driving. So P.J. Walker going to take the shotgun snap, throws, and it's dropped. So it's going to be 2nd and 10. I gotta say, man, that's one thing about the Browns. Like, part of the reason I want them to lose is because I know the Browns' offense is kind of, like, not good, but the Browns' defense is elite. Like, obviously, they're not, like, the best defense in the league, but they've got the potential to be the best defense in the league. That Browns' defense is, like, nasty. Thank God for Taylor Britt. Yeah, dude, he made some bad plays in the game, but that interception was, like, That was a highlight reel level interception. Like, that's the kind of interception you remember 15 years down the road. Like, and the fact that the Bengals won this game is going to help, because that's like you remember when, like, Jerome Simpson did the backflip against the Cardinals into the end zone, and I can't remember. I think the Bengals did win that game, but it was like a lost season, so it didn't really matter. Or no, that might have been 2011, so that might have actually helped out. But Bengals lost in the first round. That's all anybody remembers about that year, is that the Bengals lost in the first round. But yeah, the Bengals won this game, and people 15 years down the line are gonna nice sack on P.J. Walker. That's Nick Bosa, I believe. Nick Bosa, the former Ohio State defensive end, breaking the hearts of what is likely many Ohio State fans on that play. All right, 49ers also have an elite defense, so, like, they should be able to put away the Browns, man, but they didn't. So are the Browns going to go for it? Because they went for it before. They went for it on 4th down, but it does look like Dustin Hopkins is out there. So Browns are going to take the field goal. and give the ball back to the 49ers, which I don't know if that's the best idea, but your defense has been playing well, so maybe it's not the worst idea. All right, kick is up, and it wasn't the best attempt I've ever seen, but it is good. 50-yard attempt is good. All right, so the Browns, so it's going to be 17-16. 49ers leading the Browns. A good offensive drive here can end the game, but, you know, obviously the 49ers have not had a whole lot of offense to speak of today. Brock Purdy has looked quite mortal today. So, you know what, Jim? You might get the best of both worlds here, frankly. Jim, you were talking about, like, showing that Brock Purdy ain't all that. You might get your wish because, like, what, Brock Purdy's got, like, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, and 73 yards passing on the day. Like, Brock Purdy, 54.3 passer rating on the day. So, the Browns' defense has made Brock Purdy look silly today, regardless of whether the Browns win or not. So all I'm saying right now is, regardless of who wins this game, are you telling me that the Bengals can't beat the 49ers next week if this is the way they're playing? I'm just saying. I think the Bengals got a better chance than some of y'all give credit for. Now, offense is going to have to get something together because I don't know what the hell happened today. Not having Orlando Brown probably hurt, but that offense was definitely kind of suspect in the second half today. But, I mean, hey, man, if the 49ers look like this, there's no reason the Bengals can't beat them. Just have a bit better of an offensive day next week than you did this week. And you can hold their offense down. You can do it. So, this 49ers team looks mortal. That's all I'm saying. Brock Purdy does not look invincible. Brock Purdy is, you know, so far maybe the greatest Mr. Irrelevant of all time. But that's not all. So you're not exactly like among elite competition at that point, right? So, I don't know. But either way, I think the Bengals can take. Either way, I think the Bengals can handle it. All right. Shotgun snap for Brock Purdy. Immediate pressure by the Browns. He's going to have to throw the ball away. Yeah, that's... Wow. Good play by the Browns. There's a flag, though. Browns are saying it's on the 49ers, though. They may be calling that intentional grounding. Might call that intentional grounding. Which would suck. Let's see. Is he in the pocket, is the question. No, he's not in the pocket. He's not in the pocket, so that's not intentional grounding. No, they're calling intentional grounding. He was out of the pocket. What? Did they get rid of that rule? Because, like, he was out of the pocket. Like, I honestly don't understand what are the rules of intentional grounding? Let's see. According to the NFL rulebook, it is a foul for intentional grounding if a passer facing an imminent loss of yardage because of pressure from the defense throws the forward pass without a realistic chance of completion. Yeah, but like if you get out of the pocket, doesn't it not count? I don't know. Well, there's a complete pass to Brandon Ayuk, so that's gonna make third down a little easier. I swear, if you get out of the pocket, like if you're past the hash marks, that's not intentional grounding. Player is out of the pocket and his passing motion is significantly affected by physical contact from a defensive player that causes the ball to land short of the line of scrimmage. Well, that seems like bullshit. So they're saying if the defender makes you intentionally ground, then it counts. That's weird. That's weird to me. So you can throw the ball away. I'm really confused. You can throw the ball away out of bounds as long as you have full control of the ball, but if the defender is affecting you, then it's intentional grounding? I gotta be reading that wrong. By the way, as the Browns once again get great pressure on Brock Purdy, and so the Browns offense is going to have another opportunity to come out there and get some points. So the 49ers defense is going to have to work some magic again. Maybe 2 more times, honestly, the way that the offensive drive went. I'm telling y'all, the Browns defense is elite. So, like, not much to say there. The Browns' defense is elite. If they lose this game, it's because their offense is a problem. Which makes sense. I mean, like, their best wide receiver is Amari Cooper, who's fine. Wow, nice punt. Down to, like, the 16-yard line. And good coverage down to the 25. All right. But yeah, I'm telling y'all, like the Browns' offense, like, their best offensive weapon is Amari Cooper, who's, like, okay-ish. He's not what we thought he was. He's definitely not what he was in Dallas. Nick Chubb's out for the year, so Kareem Hunt's your running back. And by himself, Kareem Hunt's not that much of a threat. Right now, you got P.J. Walker in because Deshaun Watson's hurt, but even when Deshaun Watson's in, he's not that good. So yeah, the Browns' offense is a train wreck. That's their problem. Their defense is elite, though. They will stay in games and win some games purely because of that defense. And this might be an example if they can get it done here, but they got a whole field to go. And there's another example. P.J. Walker just throws it to somebody's foot, and it's going to be an incomplete pass, 2nd and 10. Very good pressure by the 49ers. Couldn't hit home, but they affected his throw enough. I guess I just really don't understand the intentional grounding rules. Like if you're out of the pocket, but you're being hit by a defender, you can't throw the ball away? Is that what it is? Because I guess that makes more sense than the defender impacting the trajectory of the throw. But I don't know. That's weird to me. I don't understand that call at all. P.J. Walker trying again, and good pressure, but he's going to throw, and once again, he's got a wide open Elijah Moore, and he just throws it to the ground again. I don't know what the hell that was. He's out here thinking he's Patrick Mahomes throwing on the run like that, and he looks more like, freaking Nathan Peterman throwing like that. He's an XFL quarterback, quite clearly. Yeah, he tried to pull that way too hard onto the inside. All right, it's going to be 3rd and 10. I don't even know what I'm watching right now. This isn't the 49ers defense being good. This is the Browns offense being bad. 49ers probably going to win this because the Browns can't do anything. P.J. Walker throws off the hands. He got the ball in the correct place that time. It's going to be off the hands, but it might be a helmet-to-helmet hit. So the 49ers might give up a penalty on that play, which blows. Tashaun Gibson. Didn't he used to play for the Browns? Oh, no, that wasn't Gibson who hit. No, that was him. That was a helmet. That was a massive helmet-to-helmet hit. That is a disaster of a play by Tashaun Gibson there. Because all the Browns need to do is get in field goal range. All the Browns need to do is get in field goal range and then trust that their defense isn't going to give up a field goal, which I think that's a pretty good assumption. And that was not a helmet-to-helmet hit. Might be a hit on a defensive receiver, though, but it definitely was not a helmet-to-helmet hit. That was actually probably more dangerous for Tashaun Gibson than it was for the Browns receiver, but whatever. But I don't know. They called personal foul. I didn't see particularly what they were calling. Maybe they were calling hit on a defenseless receiver, which it definitely was that. All right, from the 41, Browns get a fresh set of downs. Can't really do anything with the ball, though. And Jacoby Ford, or Jerome Ford, or whatever his name is, going to get the ball. First down. Damn, 49ers. Going to get the ball down to the 45-yard line, and the Browns are knocking on the door of field goal range now. 49ers have got to kind of step it up right now because right now, from what I can tell, you can't really trust the offense. Oh, maybe they're saying his elbow hit him in the face. Maybe they're saying Tashaun Gibson's elbow hit him in the face. That's possible. That sucks. That's a killer play, though, because they had him stopped. P.J. Walker fakes the handoff, and he's going to get immediate pressure, throws, caught, and is dropped. And there's another flag. I don't know if they're going to call interference on that. What's the flag? Jimmy Ward. Or they're calling holding, maybe? I mean, it's definitely not pass interference. He's not even on top of him. Like, maybe they call holding. I don't even think they call holding. But, I mean, maybe you could call holding there. But there's definitely no pass interference. He had all day in the world to catch that. And he didn't. They didn't even say... They're saying 1st and 10, but they're not even saying what the penalty was. I'm so confused. All right. It's going to be a dump off to Jerome Ford, who's going to get him in field goal range. That sucks. All right. Well, 49ers, all you can really hope to do right now is force a field goal quickly so that you don't run out of time. And just hope that your offense gets something done. Or maybe the Browns missed the field goal. You never know. Okay, I want to find out what happened on that play. Because they didn't give him a bunch of yards. Unless it was like a spot foul thing. Ford gets the ball, and he just gets loose up the middle. 49ers just have nothing going on there. And the 49ers are probably going to have to take... Well, they might let it run down to the 2-minute warning. But I would almost take a timeout after that because, like, the Browns are easily in field goal range now. At this point, you got to, like, hope for a turnover, or you got to get the ball back to your offense and hope they can get the ball down for another field goal. That's all you can really hope for at this point. Okay, so they were calling defensive holding, which they're calling, I guess, a spot foul, which is what that was. So defensive holding is probably the correct call. I thought they were calling interference, though. Because there's no way in hell that was interference, but they called defensive holding, which is, even then, I feel like that's a bit of a soft call for holding, but I'm more willing to believe holding than I would be willing to believe pass interference. So maybe. My buddy Josh is saying that the refs are currently handing the Browns the game, 2 weak-ass penalties on a must-score game-ending drive, and that is true. That is true. Those were two very weak penalties. The unnecessary roughness on Deshaun Gibson and the holding on Ward. Those were 2 very weak penalties, but they were the correct. They were by the letter of the law the correct call. So. And the thing is, if you don't call holding there, and you don't call, what was the other one? And you don't call unnecessary roughness. If you don't do that, Browns fans are bitching up a storm about how, you gotta call that. It's the letter of this by the definition, blah, 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 blah. So it's like, you kind of fucked either way on plays like that. Like, you either call it and get criticized for handing the Browns the game, or you don't call it and get criticized for handing the 49ers the game. And to be honest, it'd probably be easier to believe that the refs are trying to hand the 49ers the game because they're such a popular team right now. The Browns are not, so I don't know why the hell you'd want to hand the Browns a game if you're the refs. Probably not doing it on purpose, but... Well, Bengals are 3-3, and my hope is that they can get ahead of the Browns, because the Browns shit the bed like they often do. But, the 49ers are going to have, I don't know. Browns are going to have 2nd and 6. The Browns are going to have 1st and 10 after the 2-minute warning. And so, they're probably going to run it 3 times and either take the field goal or not, and at the very least make the 49ers waste their timeouts. So, we're getting into crunch time for the 49ers right now. Technically, the Browns could get another 1st down. And if they do that, game's basically over. This vaunted 49ers defense can't handle P.J. Walker in clutch time. At the end of the day, that's what's happening right now. Okay, Walker hands off to Kareem Hunt, who doesn't do a whole lot with it, but the Browns don't care. They're going to make the 49ers burn that time out. I'm going to call it, I think, a 1-yard pickup for Kareem Hunt. Dustin Hopkins is going to warm up, and he did miss a field goal earlier. I did see that. Let's see. I don't even know how long that field goal was that he missed though. Let's see. It was a 47-yard field goal. So this one will be a little shorter than that. Man. There is no way in hell this game should be this close. And right now, like I don't even know like what's the win probability look like on the box score. I don't even know if they have it quite there. Yeah, I'm not even seeing the win probability show up like the graph. I wish they would have it like live during the game, but right now it's got to be heavily in favor of the Browns. PJ Walker is going to fake the handoff, and why are you passing it? Throws. Almost intercepted! Holy shit! Why on earth are you throwing it there, Browns? Who the fuck made the call to throw the ball? What? You just saved the 49ers a timeout. Why would you do that? And you almost threw an interception in the end zone. Man, the 49ers got to be feeling bad after not getting that pick. Yeah, it looks like number 48, the linebacker, almost picked that off. Why would you throw that? Why would you have a throwing play at all? What are you doing? What the fuck are you doing, PJ Walker? And Kevin Stefanski. There's going to be a run from Kareem Hunt. He's going to go nowhere. So the 49ers are going to hold the Browns to a field goal. They're going to take their last time out. And, I mean, unless the Browns are actually as stupid as they seem sometimes, they're going to, come out here for the field goal. Because, I mean, honestly, there's literally no point in going for it. The only thing you can do is, like, you can force them to have to get a touchdown if you get a touchdown. But, like, nah, I'm almost kind of talking myself into believing the Browns are that stupid. But no, I don't think they really are. It's 4th and 7. Yeah, Dustin Hopkinson. Part of me wanted to believe the Browns were that stupid. Part of me just really, really wanted to believe the Browns were that stupid. But unfortunately not. 29-yard field goal attempt. This should be easy for Dustin Hopkins. The Browns are likely to take the lead. All right. Kick is up, and it's right down the middle. All right, and the Browns take the late lead. They're up 19-17. The good news for the 49ers is they still have 2 of their timeouts, I think. No, they still have 1 timeout. 49ers still have 1 timeout, and all they need is a field goal to win this game. And I forget who their field goal kicker is, but I think he's pretty good, isn't he? Jake Moody. Okay, I don't really know who that is. So maybe he's good, maybe he's not. Looks like he has missed a field goal today, though. So, I mean, if you can get a touchdown, that's great. But, I think what you want to get, I think your strategy right now is set up for a field goal. Just Brock Purdy push the ball down the field and get something going. It was a 54-yard field goal, by the way, that was no good for Jake Moody. So that's like understandable. A 54-yard, most kickers, I think they put the default range for kickers at about 53 yards. So, but really anything over 50 is considered a tough kick, I think. So if you're missing a 54-yard field goal, I don't think that's a big problem for you. I wonder how he's been the rest of the year, though. Kick is away, and that's going to be a touchback. The 49ers have 1 timeout and 1 minute and 40 seconds left to go. Why can't I talk right now? I don't know. But yeah, that was the kicker from Michigan. That was one guy who I think I was. That was one guy I was like, kind of, because I always find 2023 draft. He was the guy who I kind of liked out of Michigan. Obviously we got Money Mac. I don't want to replace him or anything like that, but I was definitely looking at Jake Moody. So I guess he's pretty good. Brock Purdy, shotgun snap. He's going to throw over the middle. Why are you doing that? And it's going to be knocked down by Greg Newsome. Why are you throwing over the middle? I mean, you do have a little bit of time to kill, I guess, and you got a timeout on your side, but you don't want to be too liberal with your time, Although then again, you do probably want to knock some of that time off because, you don't want the Browns driving down for another field goal if they have like a minute left to go. Don't want to give them the chance if you can avoid it. Brock Purdy, shotgun snap, throws deep, too high for, I think, Brandon Ayuk. I don't know, I don't have the rosters up, so I can't quite see, and that guy's got long hair, so. 3rd and 10. Damn, 49ers. Yeah, I don't think Brock Purdy is, I think Jim might have had a good point about Brock Purdy, y'all. But again, that point's made whether they win or lose. So, I mean, maybe Jim can have his cake and I can, have my cake. Maybe the 49ers can win and Brock Purdy just comes away from the game overall looking not that great. Whatever. 3rd and 10. It's obviously 4-down territory, the entire field. So Purdy's going to throw and it's incomplete. Oh, they threw a flag. I think they are on Jennings. Jennings was calling for pass interference, and I think they're going to get it. That's a problem for the Browns. You don't want to do that because that gives them a 1st down and it stops the clock. He definitely held him. That was... Now, that still might have been a misfire from Brock Purdy. Probably not the best pass in the world. Oh, it was Martin Emerson, by the way. That definitely was a pass interference by Martin Emerson. Can't do that, Martin. All right, well, that's a break for the 49ers because their offense is sputtering. What a break for this 49ers offense. That gives them the ball at the 32-yard line, which still isn't great, but it's better than nothing. Purdy throws, and it's caught by Ayuk, who's got plenty of room down the middle of the field. And he gets down to the 45, 42. Brandon Ayuk gets the ball down to the 42-yard line. Wow. All right, this game just flipped on its head, y'all. 49ers still got a timeout, and they're letting the clock run down a little bit, but they are almost in field goal range now. Purdy throws. Too far for Jennings. Stops the clock. Jennings was open, and Purdy just missed him. Purdy looking like having some of those Joe Burrow misfires right now. What a play by who I can only assume is Ayuk, by the way. Again, I think it's Ayuk, but I should probably just bring up a roster if I'm going to be doing this. Now, here's the thing. You're at the 42-yard line right now, so you're probably in range for an attempted field goal no matter what. 43-yard line. Now, this would not be an easy kick, but Purdy throws, caught. There you go. There it is. And Ayuk, I think. Number 11, whoever that is. It is Ayuk. I was correct. Ayuk gets it down now within field goal range. There's a Browns player who's hurt. And that's going to, I think, stop the clock. That's crazy. Juan Thornhill. Browns got to take an injury timeout, and that's huge for the 49ers right now because they're only getting things done in the middle of the field. And now they've got the clock stopped, and they've got some time to scheme something. It's 3rd and 2, but, I mean, you can run the ball here. I mean, I don't know if you should. You probably shouldn't run the ball, but you could run the ball here and just, let the clock run down. You've got some time to think now if you're the 49ers. That's crazy that the Browns got to take a timeout. And that pass interference, I thought the Browns were about to just, shut the 49ers offense out. But that pass interference by Martin Emerson and now this timeout that has to be called for the injured player, that's crazy. That's crazy, man. That's nuts. If you're just joining us, the Bengals game is over. Bengals beat the Seahawks, but now we're watching the 49ers and Browns, and there's going to be another pass, this time to Jennings. That's Jawan Jennings. Okay, I know that guy. That's Jawan Jennings, and he's going to get out of bounds, and so they're well within field goal range now, folks. The 49ers might pull this off. Brock Purdy getting it done at the end of the game. Now, he's also And by the end of the game, I mean the very end of the game, because he hasn't looked good on this drive. He's just, the last couple of throws have been pretty good. But that's about it. Brock Purdy's had a bad game, frankly. Even if the 49ers win this game, are you telling me that the Bengals can't beat them next week? Well, 2 weeks after the bye week. If Joe Burrow is hurt, I'm glad we have a bye week. All right, that's going to be a run. Good run. And the 49ers, that's down to like the 24-yard line. 49ers have all the cards on their side right now because they got a timeout left. So they can just run this clock down as much as they want and then take a timeout left with like 1 second left in the game and then kick a field goal. Now, they still got to make the field goal. But, yeah, they can just keep running the ball. 49ers holding all the cards now. Suddenly, the Browns have lost control of this game. And there's a spike. Why are you spiking it? Are they going to try to run one more play, maybe? They spiked it with 8 seconds left. So I think they're going to try to do like maybe one shot at the end zone. And then if they get in the middle of the field and they get tackled, then you take a timeout. They're going to kick it. Oh, you know what? I think I see what's going on. So it's 3rd and 7. So what they're going to do is, in case it's like a bad snap or something, you can like regroup and get another shot. So that's what they're going for. Like, if there's a bad snap and you have to bail on the kick. But otherwise, there's only 9 seconds left. 49ers didn't even take their last timeout. Interesting. 41-yard field goal attempt. This shouldn't be too tough for Jake Moody, but he did miss like a 40. No, it was a 54-yard attempt. So he should be fine. Jake Moody should be fine. Wow, what a heartbreaker for the Browns if Jake Moody converts this field goal. What a heartbreaker that would be. Gotta say, Jim, I don't even know if you're still watching, Jim, but if you're still watching, then I think we both might have got our wish. 49ers. So my wish is the Browns lose, and your wish is that Brock Purdy looks bad. He had a couple good throws at the end of the game, but still the overall product in this game is Brock Purdy looked bad. And I'm actually down with this too because it makes the 49ers look mortal. I, as a Bengals fan, am watching this and I'm like, dude, we can beat these guys. All right, kick is up. And he missed it! No! Oh, no! He missed the kick! Oh, the Browns are going to come away with the win! Oh, no! He pushed it to the side, too. Oh, no! Jake Moody. Kickers lose their job over misses like that. Oh, no. The Browns are going to come away with this win in the worst possible way. But a win's a win. Oh, no. He missed it. Oh, no. The Browns are going to win this game. Oh, boy. What a nightmare for the 49ers. And what a sigh of relief for the Browns. There's not a lot to feel great about in this game if you're the Browns, except for the defense. Obviously, the defense should get the game ball here. Oh, and it looks like one of the 49ers players thought they won, and then he looks up and he sees he missed it. And he was about to spike his helmet, like, yeah! No, oh, shit. He missed it. Are you joking? Oh, no. Wow. You can just see the soul being sucked from the 49ers on the sideline there. No. Brown's going to come and kneel the ball. Wow. That's game, folks. I cannot believe he missed that kick. Oh, man. But, hey, gotta say, 49ers look super beatable. Bengals got them after the bye week. Maybe something there. Just saying. All right, so what else is going on in the NFL? Let's go ahead and... so, the 3 games... not 3 games, whatever. So, you got your 4 o'clock games, it is 3 games. So you got Patriots, Raiders up on the Patriots 3-0. Cardinals up on the Rams 3-0. Eagles and Jets tied 0-0. Oh, and Lions, Buccaneers, so it is 4 games. Lions, Buccaneers tied 0-0. But all of those games just started. So, like, you know, to recap the scores for the day, Bengals get the win. They're back to 3-3. Season has turned around. All those people who were saying season's over, I don't know about that. I didn't hear no bell. Jaguars got the win, 37-20, so they move ahead to 4-2. Browns get the win, 19-17, so they move ahead to 3-2, and so they maintain a half-game lead over the Bengals. And so the Bengals actually remain in 4th place. That sucks. But hey, suddenly the AFC North has gone from being one of the weakest, seemingly weakest divisions to now the worst team in the division is 500. So I don't know. Maybe this division's a little better than I thought it was. Ravens won this morning 24-16, so they move ahead to 4-2. Commanders beat the Falcons 24-16, so those teams both moved to 3-3. Vikings move ahead to 2-4 with a 19-13 win over the 1-5 Bears. So congratulations for that, I guess. Dolphins are now 5-1 with a 42-21 win over the Panthers, despite the Panthers being up 14-0 at one point. And then the Dolphins just score 42-7 throughout the rest of the game. Man, it's got to suck to be a Panthers fan. And that one touchdown they did get was a garbage time touchdown, by the way. So, I mean, functionally the Dolphins won 42-14. And then the Texans beat the Saints 20-13. So, both of those teams are now 3-3. And then obviously the Chiefs beat the Broncos, so they're 5-1 on the year. Yeah, so tonight you've got Giants-Bills in a game that I'm not sure why is on prime time, but that's what it is. And then Cowboys-Chargers tomorrow night, which probably a little more interesting. Still not entirely sure who the Chargers or Cowboys are, so maybe we find out tomorrow. Either way, that's it. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop off of here. Bengals win. You know, I was kind of hoping the Browns would lose too, but you know, can't get everything you want. I'm just happy the Bengals won, and now they're 3-3, and it's looking like the season ain't over yet. The playoffs, even if they don't win the division, the playoffs are still well within reach. Joe Burrow wasn't looking great on that leg today. I'm not sure if that kind of got re-aggravated a little bit, but he's got a whole week to recover from it now. So hopefully he can come out of the bye week looking all right. Other than that, though, 3-3. We still got something to watch at the very least. Season ain't over. We got plenty of stuff left to watch. I'll leave y'all, as always, with a hoo-day!